and welcome to a very festive Lore Maidens episode. This is our Christmas special, and we're very glad you could join us. I am your DM, Hamalu. You can find me on Twitter under that name and everywhere else, and I'll let my players introduce themselves.
Hello, Michelle. Twitter name is powerful_glitch, and I play Beisha, the Lizard Folk Ranger. Christmas tree.
Yay!
Hello, I'm Lame Jane. You can find me on Twitter as Lame_Jane, and I play Ember, the Fire Genasi Hex Witch.
Hi, sorry, I just got hosted by RPG Lab, and I was like, what's that noise?
Oh.
Thank you for that. Also, I am Hannah. I play Skip the Goliath Barbarian, Christmas supervisor to the group today.
Oh.
But, again, as ever, only he cares about it. Hey, who's this guy? Eric?
Yeah,
Eric
I'm back,
He's
baby.
back.
Yes, so Andrew is back. Casual Heresy on Twitter, playing Eric the Dwarf Gunslinger, grumpiest dwarf in all of creation, but maybe he'll crack a smile. Maybe a Christmas miracle will happen. I doubt it. Maybe.
Yeah.
And I have Christmas stuff. There's a very small advent calendar and a Christmas card up there under the seagull. That's all I got.
Yeah, I've got a Christmas jumper on. It's my T-Rex eating reindeer. Feeling festive. Oh, and I'll show you guys this. It's on my feet, so it's not exactly on stream, but look at the size of these. Keeping my feet nice and toasty.
They're glorious.
Yeah. So yeah, we're Scottish Monster role players who are all ladies and one dude, our first maiden. So as said, you're here for our Christmas happy times. And although it won't be necessarily in with the theme of today, can you guys do our tradition of rolling your d20? Whoever gets the lowest is going to be doing our update from last week. Andrew, I will let you sit this one out as you are not here.
Yeah, because I was going to roll a critical one. I do want to roll the dice just to see if I do get a critical.
Okay. I mean,
Okay.
that's jinxing it, though.
It would have been actually.
Waste of a natural 20.
Oh.
Is it though? Because it makes you happy. Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas
Yeah.
roll higher than a 1.
Amazing.
What number did you get, Michelle?
Natural 20.
Yeah. And yeah, sorry. Jane, what did you get?
I got 16.
Oh, Hannah, what'd you get?
6.
Well, we all know you don't want me to do it again, because mine went on for about 10 minutes last time, so...
Prepared
You
for
were
this,
just
okay?
on brand with playing Ember. That's all.
Yeah, okay, yeah, sure.
Let's do
Curiosity,
this.
what did you get, Andrew?
4.
Oh, you
Okay.
cheeky bitch.
Do you want to update that? No, it's fine.
No.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, take it away.
Okay, so at the start of last week, we were still in Bexley, having done the taking things to the floating disc for Marbeth. So we had to go, and we were just kind of chilling out in the bar. Job well done us. And there was this guy dressed like Colonel Sanders, but not really. He looked really sad and distraught. So Ember and I kind of creeped on him a little bit. And we're like, what's going on? What's up? What's happening? What's your deal? And lo and behold, he was kind of a seedy kind of man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was basically like, I don't know how to describe it. He found exotic animals for collectors. Anyway,
He's like that
Sorry.
he's like that Pete Postlethwaite character from Jurassic Park 2.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
that guy.
That guy.
Maybe the Pokemon collector from Pokemon 2000.
All of these references.
All of these references. Because I was going for like shady down Diagon Alley, gonna sell you a Acromantula kind of deal. Yeah.
Well, the headline with this guy was that his manticore had gone walkabout, and we needed to go and find it so it didn't, kill everyone, basically. But he was like, he made us sign a contract that was go find this, bring it back to me. If you can bring it back alive, if not, bring back his body. Skip had a big old kind of ethical quandary, had to lie a little bit to Beishra and still feels a little bit shitty about it.
Yeah.
It was the first kind of time he had to like, oh, I don't know about this, because you know Beishra's super like nature, yay. Anyway, long story short, we had to kill it, and we went back and we brought back his head, because we didn't realize, well, I specifically didn't quite realize how large it was.
Yeah.
So it was an issue. And also at the end of the thing, Skip forgot to give you all 50 gold apiece, so take it away. For yourselves.
Yeah, you all got cash monies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gist of it was we went back and we told him off for being a shady shade and a seedy seed.
Mm-hmm.
And Beishra said that if we see him again, she'll kill him.
Yay!
She did.
In no uncertain terms. You got tell.
You did. You got tell. Yeah, excellent. So basically, after your shenanigans around Bexley, you decided to return back to Calford, your hometown. You had a relaxing week or so, just settling back in, waiting for the jobs to come up. Maybe did a couple things here and there, nothing too major. And it is now definitely in the throes of winter. As is a tradition for many, they will celebrate the Ice Dawn Festival, which is a general Yuletide, it's winter kind of festival, but a lot of people will give thanks and prayers to Auril, who is the goddess of winter. She's the Frost Maiden, and we'll do various things like that. So you guys have decided that work's been a little quiet of late, and you're going to take a little short holiday together.
Aww.
Yeah,
Cute.
a little festive holiday, and you travel north, and you make your way to a place called Elms Hollow, because you hear that they've got a really good just winter festival. There's winter markets and things on and celebrations, and it's all decorated beautiful. It's at the southern edge of the Dragontail Mountains. Eric, you're quite familiar with the Dragontail Mountains, but you live further to the north and within the mountains themselves. This is just nestled up against the mountainside. And it's definitely your kind of stereotypical houses built of wood. There's snow on the rooftops, and it's looking real festive as your wagon pulls up into the town. It seems the festivities are already underway. It's low-key at the moment because it isn't the main day of celebration, but it's on the build-up to that. You usually get a couple weeks build-up where people will start celebrating. They'll have markets out. They'll have things for you to do and celebrate. Things to buy, there's toys and gifts and all that kind of stuff. So you arrive, it's smelling nice. A lot of the bakeries kind of go into overdrive at this time of year, cooking delicious treats. So it's just absolutely magical.
Is there Yieldy High Fantasy Stalin?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Sure.
That's all I ask.
Yeah. So yeah, your wagon pulls up, you guys get off, and the day is yours. It's about afternoon by the time you get here.
That's time for a drink.
Yeah, okay. I was thinking more of a wake-up coffee and maybe some sweet delights.
No.
Or whiskey for you, Eric, yeah.
Whiskey.
Or some mulled wine, you never know.
Why?
Oh.
Gotta get festive.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you have like a glitter beard with little baubles in it?
Oh my god.
I'm determined to find
Eric
him a
has
red hat.
braids in his beard in classic dwarfy style, so he technically always has them because there's
Okay.
little gold rings at the bottom. So he technically always has beard baubles because he's
Okay.
God, what a hipster. He had them before it was cool.
yeah,
Yeah.
because he was around before cool.
He was around
Yeah.
before time.
Yeah. Grandfather time. Okay. So yeah, you guys wander off into the market square. You figure that's where you could get your bearings at least. And you can see that there is decorations and magical glowing lights that are kind of wound into all of the lampposts around the market square. There's festive bunting. Some of it is your typical red and green, but a lot of it is silvery blue and white and just straight silver. You can tell that that's more the people who are leaning towards oral worship as opposed to just general festivities. So,
Got you.
yeah,
Got you.
there are many market stalls up. It's a bit hustly bustly. It's kind of that afternoon time where people are going out to get stuff done before the day's end.
Okay. Does it look like there's other kind of tourists here?
Yeah, you would say so. There's a lot
day
of people
trip,
who
I
are
mean,
kind
not
of
like a tourist, but
yeah,
a wee day
they're
out.
oohing and eyeing, and like you can see that it's not necessarily just people going about their day-to-day business. There's a few people who are looking around as you are.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I mean, obviously I want to go shopping, but I feel like we should kind of get a lay of the land, maybe a wee tipple, a wee hot toddy, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I agree.
Also, Skip is like really enjoying being in the mountains, kind of.
Yeah,
area.
this is it's mountainous and it's cold and it's just everything that you like. Oral in particular, she doesn't get too much notice most of the year round. She's not one that is worshipped a lot of the time here, but in Esterel, which is where you're from and where the Goliaths are predominantly from, she is worshipped year round. She's kind of roll a religion check for me.
Sure.
I'll give you advantage because this is pertaining to your
It's probably
culture.
just as well because I just rolled a 1. What'd you say? History? No, religion. Sorry.
Religion.
18.
Nice. Okay. So you would have heard tell of people who do worship her back home. Hannah, you're missing out. She, much like Umberly, who is your homegirl, they are often aligned as evil, but it's not that they're evil intended. They're just worshipped out of fear because they are quite destructive forces. The sea and wintertime are seen as destructive in a way, and it's when life kind of dies off and it's a turning of that season. So she kind of has the similar vibes to Umberly, but it's just about the cold rather than the water. So yeah,
I like it.
yeah, you're into it. So yeah, roll a perception just to
Can I roll a Christmas
see what
perception?
your eyes see. Yeah, roll a Christmas perception. Oh, I actually have something fun for you guys to do. I'll let you do your perception and then I'll tell you. I
As
know.
opposed to general D&D fun? How exciting.
Christmas fun.
Oh, Eric's
What
too
did you get,
focused.
Beishra?
Oh, sorry. Wasn't sure if that was just for Skip.
It's just-
I'm going to be looking for, like, if there's any, because it's like a busy commotion thing, if there's anything specifically stand out. You know, like I like the people watch uncomfortably close. Like that for me to watch.
Oh, yeah.
12.
Okay. Ember, what'd you get?
7.
Okay. Eric, what'd you get?
Eric is obviously far too thirsty, so he only got 4.
He's thirsty.
Thirsty. That's where I went with that. Thirsty.
Yeah. I like that we all went there. That's good. And Skip, what did you get?
Skip got a respectable 16.
Okay. So you see many stalls. Some are specifically selling food. There appears to be a stall that just says festive pies. There's another one that seems to be selling dumplings of some sort. It's not necessarily something you're familiar with. And there are also drink stalls. There's mulled wine on the go, you can tell by the signage, and some warm apple ciders. That are specifically out at these market stalls. You're also aware, just the general layout of most towns, that you will have a tavern that is at this market square. Were you wanting something indoors for regular beverages? You glance around a bit more and you see that there appears to be a couple games going on. There are a couple kids laughing and joking, dunking their heads into a barrel of water, and they seem to be trying to do some apple bobbing. And there's also a thing that just says "Lucky Dip," and there's people kind of crowded around that having a bit of fun. There is 3 festival attire outlets, if you will. One of them seems specifically selling festive hats. There is another which seems selling. Yeah. Another that is selling festive attire, so things like bows and little capelets and stuff. And another one that is selling oral stuff specifically. And then there's a handful of toys and generic gift kind of stalls. Just think your average Christmas market is what is going on here. Not far from where you came in, as it seems to be set up on the main road into and out of the town. There is a festive horse-drawn sleigh ride and a dog-drawn sleigh ride, but it's not here. It's saying that you can sign up here to have a dog sleigh ride just outside of the town. So those are the general festivities that you can see going on around you. Those who rolled low, you're maybe just a bit distracted by the general. You're looking at the thing as a whole. Festive lights, people, there's cheer, it smells good. You're not necessarily looking at the specifics, but certainly Skip is able to pick out those finer details.
Skip may have been able to, but the second you said like festive hats, Hannah just was like, "You're saying other words? What?"
Yeah.
That is a good
I
festive
too was
hat.
distracted by the festive hats.
I love a festive hat.
I fully intend to dress Eric up as Santa, like it's happening.
Okay.
I actually
so
a
the thing I
Santa
wanted
hat
to
on
do-
Eric.
Yeah, before the characters get into their festive celebrations, I have something that is for the players, although it does impact on your characters. I need you all to roll a d12 for me. And if anyone rolls a double, then I'll just get you to roll again so we all have different numbers.
How'd you roll this? How'd you roll it? How'd you roll it?
I actually did panic because, well, yeah, you asked me to use another dice. What?
I know, one that you don't normally use. Right, so we'll go in our order again. So, Beishra, what did you get?
A 6.
Okay. And Ember?
7.
Ooh.
Oh, I just... Eric, what did you get?
A 9.
Oh. And Skip?
8.
Oh.
No, it's another Christmas miracle.
It's because 7, 8, 9.
Okay. Right.
You know that?
Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
It's just too much Christmas cheer.
I got too excited.
Oh.
Wow.
Beishra, you all seem to feel particularly festive and rejuvenated and like there's power at your fingertips connecting you to this magical festive celebration. Beishra, for the duration of today's adventure, you have an extra cantrip. It is called Dream of Snow. And a light snow falls during the night. Although I'll just say that it's during the day for this one, just whenever you decide to cast it. 1/8 of an inch of snow falls each hour for the duration in effect for 1d8 hours. So if you decide to cast it, you roll a d8 and see how many hours it just starts snowing.
That's magical.
And
So much.
Skip, you get okay. Oh, that's very suitable. You are able to cast a cantrip called Pumpkin Spice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you decide to cast this on anything, it makes any food and drink taste like it is flavored with pumpkin spice.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
This could be more
basic
suited.
bitch.
He's a basic witch, he is. Eric, you get this one. Okay, I'll let you guys swap them if you want. You do have to stick with the one that you're given. You get one called Heavenly Choir. You motion towards one creature you can see within range, and the sound of melodic voices singing a popular carol fills the air and fills it for the duration. So for one song, about 3 to 5 minutes. The singing can be heard for up to 120 feet.
Ooh.
And you can just keep catching it, keep casting it.
You absolutely are keeping that, by the way. I'm not taking like that.
I want
Too good.
Amber, you get the Twinkling Lights cantrip. You create firefly-sized lights that line up along the edge of any surface. It covers 10 feet square per level of the caster. So you're 4th level. 4th level. The light produces a pleasing glow, enough to see by, but no heat. The light looks particularly pretty if placed on buildings or trees. Twinkling lights can be covered or hidden, but not smothered or quenched.
Ah,
And
cute.
it lasts for one night once you've cast it.
Cute. I approve.
Okay. Yeah, so you've got that. Are you all happy with the ones that you got?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Heck yes.
I want to say thank you to the Knight versus Dragon? Where's your Knight versus Dragon RPG? So it's KVD RPG. They created a Christmas cantrips
Awesome.
homebrew thing, and I thought it'd be really cute to just let you guys roll and just have an ability for today.
I don't
Thanks,
know how Skip's going to
guys.
discover that he has this power, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah,
I was like, oh, wish this coffee
I
was
wish this
more
tasted
interesting.
festive. Yeah, and it just woo. So you all feel magic at your fingertips. Kind of. Okay, so you're
Not sure
aware
if
of all
that
these
part.
stalls and activities and things to buy and do. You're feeling real festive. What would you like to do?
I think a warm apple cider will be a good start for Eric.
Yeah, I think so.
I was thinking of pie for myself anyway, so.
Hi.
All of
Beisha
the above.
too. Yeah.
All of the above.
Yeah, they're conveniently fairly close together. The food and drink stalls. So, and they have a couple of those little standing mini table things for people to congregate around. So.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit worried about losing Eric in these bustling crowds, so I try and hold on to his back like a kid with reins.
Yeah.
Just because I
Okay.
don't have my papoose, so.
Yeah. We've still not looked into that idea. Okay. So you guys muddle your way over, excusing yourselves past some of the crowds, and make your way to the stall. Those who are at the cider stall, you can see that there is a spiced and a non-spiced option.
Eric's feeling a little festive. He'll go for a spiced version.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Good choice.
You just see a very wholesome-looking woman standing behind the stall, and she's filling up cups and kind of exchanging mugs for coins with people. And as you get closer to the front, she says, "Oh, hello there, dear. What can I get you?"
I'll have your finest spiced cider, madam.
Oh, excellent. And she kind of fills up this mug, and it's a nice wooden. It's kind of very similar to this.
Yes.
She fills up a nice wooden stein. And says, "Oh, that'll be 2 silver for that."
Eric,
Which you think is kind of, I mean, it's quite expensive for a drink, but it seems, it's about the cost of a wine. So normally cider might be a little cheaper, but it is spiced and it's out at a festive market. So what can you expect, So she kind of
Well,
hands it over to you.
happily drop some coins in her palm.
Okay. Thank you, dear.
The beard almost twitches. Takes a swig.
Almost.
Yeah.
Oh,
Happy Ice Dawn. And then kind of goes about business. Was anyone else wanting a cider?
I think I want Did you say there was mulled wine?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I'll
want
just
mulled
offer that.
wine. I'm not going to fuck around with cider.
Yeah. So you head over, and there's a dashing looking wood elf gentleman who is manning that stall.
dashing, you say.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, anyone want a wee mulled wine? No? Maybe? No?
We're over at the
Alright, then,
pie
that's
stand.
cool.
We're just waiting for you guys
I'm not
to.
speaking to you guys. Rude. No, of course not.
Oh.
I am. That's fine. Sorry, I was. I just got a text I needed to read. Sorry. Okay, yes, I would like to get a mulled wine, please.
Mm-hmm.
Hi there,
So
good
he
sir.
kind of, hello. Happy Ice Dawn Festival to you.
And to you. I would like one of your finest wines, please.
There you go. So he gives a nod and he says, "Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
That'll be three silver pieces for you, please."
I give them over graciously.
Okay.
And like, is it a little bit too hot? Am I gonna burn my mouth?
You're probably gonna have to blow
Like,
it a little
foof it
first
a little
and
bit.
give it. Yeah. Give it a wee foof.
Okay, I give it a wee foof.
Okay.
Until it's the correct temperature.
Yeah.
Thank you, please. I'm just gonna go find my friends. So you have a great festival. Hope you. I'll probably be back. Who am I kidding?
See you
See you
soon.
later.
All right. At the pie stall, you can see they're kind of like larger than your average mince pie kind of deal. There's a few that look like short crust pastry, and there's a few that are like puff pastry.
Oh.
And they're all like dusted with icing sugar and looking very, very delightful.
Short crust, you see.
So are they all mince pies or okay? Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Changer.
I'll have. Hello. I'll have 2 of the puff pastries. No. 1 puff pastry and 1 of the other one.
Okay. So the person manning that stall, who's a kind of younger looking human woman, starts to get that kind of put together. And puts them into a little box. It's like a little blue and silver box that she kind of folds up and puts. There's a little bow on top. Here you go.
Oh my god. Okay, thank you. I don't say oh my god, but whatever.
Yeah. She says that'll be 10 copper for that.
I'll have 2 more, please, in 2 separate boxes. Thank
so
you.
She gets that kind of settled out for you, puts it all together and hands it over.
Thank you. And I give her the money.
Yeah. She takes it happily. Enjoy.
Thank you. Have a lovely day. I'm going to immediately run over to Eric and Skip to give them a pie each in the little boxes.
Oh.
Merry Christmas!
Eric graciously accepts and smiles. Thanks.
No.
Christmas smile.
Noted.
It's a Christmas miracle.
It's a Christmas miracle.
I say nothing. I just stand in awe with my pies in this box. With my pies. Yeah.
Note to self, Eric smiled.
Smile.
He almost seems a bit emotional as well.
Oh.
This can be a difficult time of year for Eric.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah.
I put a downer on it.
I think the sad thing is I don't think the other players necessarily would know why.
No.
Because you guys have been together. I mean, this will be your first
First
Winter.
winter together. So
It's an easy enough thing to put together when
My first winter.
anyway.
Just your first winter.
But he seems to be trying to make more of an effort to not grump today.
yeah.
Aww.
Absolute
He's still being
babe.
Eric, but-
Jesus.
I know. Bless him. Yeah. So you have your pies. Was Beishra looking for something?
Rar.
Rar
She
pies.
just kind of nods. Okay. And gets that put together in a slightly bigger box and ties a couple of bows around it.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This mincemeat. Does it have like currants in it?
Probably, yeah.
Just mincemeat. It's an abomination. Just go with it.
I know.
Skip
There are
appreciates the
dumplings.
gesture, but
There
he
are
doesn't
other
eat it.
treats on offer. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eric happily
Sorry.
eats it.
What are you going to do with it then?
Give it to Beishra.
Regifting.
Yes. Michelle hates mince pies.
Rude.
But Misha doesn't care.
That's fine. I'm sorry. I can't even pretend.
I know,
to like
I
a
do
mince
too.
pie.
I hate it. I hate mince pies as well.
I hate them.
I love them. I straight up love them.
I'm very particular.
It's a raisin issue for me.
If there's
so
a lot of
it's just too much.
citrus in there, yes.
Mm.
But why am I just tickling with a pencil? What am I doing? What?
That's
See,
what
the
I
thing
do.
is, when it comes to
Wingardium Leviosa.
Saw.
I just forget myself doing it.
I think we're all a bit tired today.
Yeah, we're a bit delirious. It's Christmas miracle.
Yep. What was I
Um,
saying? It's gone. Yeah, citrus and mince pies is better.
Okay.
If there's plenty
Yeah.
of that, Andrew likes them. Eric just likes
They're-
pastries.
I mean,
Bad anyway. The point is mute.
it's true.
They have been eaten, however. So yeah, you guys feel fed. A couple of you feel watered. Yeah. Tummies are
it.
feeling happy.
I love it. I'm so happy.
Oh, yeah.
So, although, I'm a barbarian and I tend to not wear an awful lot of clothes. I'm wearing my cape today because I'm like, I'm going to go into the mountains. I'm just, it might snow a lot. I can't be sure. So I'm wearing my cape.
Yeah.
I don't, however,
Time
have
to
my
just
hat because I thought it was going to get, like, my plumed hat because I thought it might be a bit windswept up there.
Yeah.
That's a city hat. It's a say something city hat.
It
Not a
is.
mountain
Say,
hat,
It is.
say something city hat. What?
It's true.
Fair enough.
So, with that in mind, I am in the market for a new hat.
Okay. There is a stall that literally caters to that.
Guys, we're gonna have a good day today. There's a lot to be seen here, a lot going on, but let's all just take it in turns. What do we want to do first? See if we can get a consensus after our food and drink, obviously.
Ducking for apples,
Okay.
and the other thing you said, I can't remember what it was. The lucky dip,
Lucky dip.
lucky dip, and lucky dip.
Okay, I'm done with that. Eric?
Well, my belly's full, so I'm happy to do what you guys want.
Who
Looking for
are
apples does
you? I've
What happened to
loved this.
Eric? He's been away for a short while, and now he's come back a
Is
new
she?
man. Who is she? Is she?
So I stop.
Oh.
Even I can be happy now.
Oh. Baysher, what do you want to do, pal?
Warm.
Warm. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So you'll notice that, like,
Yeah.
is it, like, particularly snowy, DM?
Yeah.
Yeah. She seems really sluggish
Oh.
and, like, slow. And it's like, just trying to, like, get on through it, but just, like,
It's the first time she's legitimately seen snow before, so
it just gets a bit stormy where I live.
yeah.
Sure. Ember, you stand near Baysher. Warm her up.
Okay. I kind of
I
do
don't
like
know how
a.
that would work, but do it.
Well, I could do.
Don't set her on fire. The happy medium.
No,
between that and
I'll do,
nothing.
but I don't want to do magic in the middle of a town square. I'll do like a slight little produce flame, and I kind of go around her like I'm hugging her, but like not actually touching her because I know she doesn't like that. So I'm just like kind of holding it around her.
It's the most important thing that's ever happened.
Yeah, that's Ember.
I imagine Baysha's probably quite conflicted between that's real close but that's real warm.
You're like, don't touch me, but stay near.
Yeah, but almost touch me.
Mm.
Almost touch me.
It's like me in any relationship ever.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Yeah. Cool.
Ixen can
You're welcome.
Ixen can act soon. Ixen.
Okay.
Can Kason stay with you?
It would be an honor. And I put down my shoulder for him to like wrap himself around, I guess.
Yeah, and again, it's really slow. It just kind of disappears. He is cold. You're like, whoa!
I put my hood up as well to keep him cozy and like let him wrap around my hair. I'm just like, oh, I'm so happy that you let me hold him.
Yeah, he'll get nice and toasty there.
Super cute.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go inside, guys. Let's go. Wait, hang on. Was the Lucky Dip a stall or was it
It's a
a
stall.
pub? Oh, okay. Okay. Good.
It's all kind of part of this festive market.
Okay. I think I was confusing stalls with bar games. My mistake.
Yeah.
Let's go do that. That sounds fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
So you all head over to where the sign is that says Lucky Dip. You have to wait a little bit because there's quite a few people that are crowded around. Eventually, you guys make it to the front, and you see that there's a large barrel, large-ish, but it's full of like basically packing peanut, but like ye olde packing peanut, shredded paper and all that kind of stuff. And there's a gentleman there who's kind of got a fancy top hat, and a curled moustache and everything, and he's dressed all swanky. He says, "Hello, would you like to try your luck with the lucky dip?"
More than anything in this world.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
All right.
Mm.
All right.
So he
What
kinda-
does it
he
involve,
steps
good
aside.
sir? Tell me now.
Well, you pay 50 silver, which seems steep, I know.
Mm.
Place your hand into the depths of the barrel. Find what your hand makes patches with. Pull it out, and that is your prize for the Ice Dawn Festival.
See, normal Skip would be like, no, that sounds really creepy. But Christmas Skip is all about this.
Yeah.
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 Let's do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Sure,
like,
I'm
I
gonna go
want,
for
I
it.
want to go and like jump in and do this thing, but I'm like, no, wait.
Yeah.
Put your head in first to the barrel.
No. It's everyone else should do it first. They've earned this. Come on, guys. You've
'Cause-
earned
'cause
this
it-
treat.
Because I keep forgetting in my player's handbook's digital. How much silver is in a gold again?
100.
In our game,
It is
it's 100 for sure.
I had 10 when we went for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, even Eric.
And then there's like 100 cover. It's like, 100 for one.
There's 100.
Yeah.
I get confused by these things because I'm a little.
I mean, same.
I don't do maths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Numbers. So it's steep enough, but it's all part of the festive fun times. The way that it's going to work, technically speaking, as players rather than characters, is I want you guys to roll D100. So roll your 2d10s and tell me your number, and I will determine what kind of gift you get.
This is my favorite D&D.
Mm-hmm.
Favorite. Okay.
Who's going first?
Eric,
Step right up.
you do the honors, pal. Take it away.
How big is this barrel?
Do you want me to like hold you in feet first?
Is
You're-
Eric going to be tall enough?
Top of it probably comes up to about your chest.
Okay, that's fine.
You can get your hand in.
That's okay. I had images of having to get Skip to pick him up under the armpits and.
Skip wants
Yeah.
to. Just say the word, pal.
Yeah.
Moving ever so swiftly on.
Yeah. When you put your hand in, you notice that there's stuff that you put your hand into, but eventually it feels like it's gone into nothing. It's the strangest thing. And you think for a little bit when your hand suddenly feels something kind of being placed into it almost. So it's almost like,
Oh hell.
in a way, it's the way the bag of holding works.
Mm-hmm.
You put your hand in and it's kind of something is coming to your hand.
Cool.
I was about to say, grab the bucket and run. It's a magic.
It's a magic.
Holding.
A bucket. Yeah. All right.
All the
Roll
stuff we
your
could steal. I got 71.
71. Nice. You pull your hand out, and it is a novelty pair of festive glasses.
So
Yeah.
It's got like a Christmas tree on one side, and like a little bit of holly and the berries on the other side. And it's like glittery.
I love it so much.
Yeah.
Eric stares for a second, shrugs and puts them on.
Yeah, he does. Looking real
Enjoy it while it
festive.
lasts, guys. He'll be grumpy next week.
Yeah. Excellent. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right. So you step and place your hand in.
I got 15.
Okay. You pull your hand out, and it just seems to be a folded bit of card. I mean, it's decorated pretty, and you open it up, and it just says "Merry Ice Dawn to you," and it's like glittery writing. And he says, "Oh, better luck next time."
I drop it back into the bucket and walk away. Very unamused.
Throw it
After
on
seeing
the
Eric's
ground.
prize.
Yeah,
After 50 silver.
I know.
Fucking joke.
It's like it's a game of chance.
That's a real
That's
chance.
funny.
Emperor's gonna burn.
Mm-hmm.
That's great. Make sure you can go next, pal.
I don't want to.
No, you don't want to? Okay. It'll be fun. Okay. Just try and stop me. Skip rolls. He like throws his hand in
Yeah.
with gusto. 38.
Okay. You reach in and you pull your hand out, and it's like a little horn thing, just like made of card almost, but it's like a little tooter horn that's
Aw.
decorated in pretty festive colors, and it says, "Oh, how musical!"
Whoa! Music.
Is he a showman or a ghost?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Oh God.
I love it.
Oh my God. Thank you, Erson. Sorry.
Yeah, right. I'm gonna save
yeah,
that bad boy.
What did Urson say?
He's taking a clip of the day Eric smiled.
Oh,
Thanks, mate.
adorable.
Thank you, kind sir. Toot toot.
It makes you feel happy.
Yeah, it does. My notes
All right.
are Eric, Christmas glasses, Ember, better luck next time. Skip. Toot toot.
I wish I had like burnt it in my hand or something. I was looking him dead in the eye and be like,
So dramatic. God.
yeah, I am.
That's funny.
I love it.
So dramatic. Anyways, next.
Okay, guys, that was fun. Thank you, kind sir. Would anyone like to do it again? Ember, do you want another go?
No.
I'll front you.
Mm-mm.
Do it as our treat.
No.
All right, then.
I'm gonna grump now. I want to get more mince pies or something because I'm hungry.
Terrible.
Grumpy. I'm annoyed.
I will try.
Please do.
Oh.
Go on.
Can't roll these dice.
I like that your bubble was jiggling there. It was good.
19.
19.
Always goes.
Yeah.
Don't want a card as well.
Yeah, you reach in and you pull out, and it's a
God
card.
damn it.
Oh.
I was going to give it to Ember.
See if that happened to me again, I'd been like, fuck this, burning all his barrel.
Like, kick the
Is it
barrel
same
over.
card?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm out.
You say it reads this. I just pull out a bit of card.
Yeah.
Because you can't read it.
You can't read it, just it's
Yeah.
pretty colors. He says, "Better luck next time."
I try to give it to Ember anyway.
It's our present.
I love it.
Regifting.
I love it.
Well, I'd like to do some dunking for apples. I know it's all the kids doing it, but I want to join in too.
Mm-hmm.
Eric's tempted to, but he's concerned about freezing his beard in this cold air.
Sure.
Eric likes apples in all forms,
Mm-hmm.
be they raw or correctly alcoholic.
Yep. Baked in a pie.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Okay.
alcoholic.
I'm happy. Like, Skip's just gonna kind of hang back now. He's happy. He's just tooting his wee horn.
Some of the kids, when you do it, they toot back, but just with their mouths. They just go toot toot back at you.
Ugh. Hannah's like, ugh. Skip's happy.
Skip's happy.
I love it. Okay. Next. Look for apples, please.
Okay, got some apple dukin.
Yes.
So you head over. There's still a couple kids who are doing it at the moment, so you guys kind of have to wait in line for a bit. And the woman kind of gives you a nice smile as you come over. And she says, "Oh, welcome, welcome. Doesn't cost to play. We're trying to raise money for the local orphanage if you would like to donate anything at all."
Oh.
And once the kids have gone, there's like a slightly older kid, so maybe about 12, 13, kind of goes over with another barrel of apples and kind of fills it up again, and then goes back and kind of sits down next to her. She says, "You're welcome to try your luck."
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
There you go, Ember.
What do you do?
Well, you have to put your hands behind your back, kneel down on the ground, and try to bite the apple with your mouths. Quite a tricky task, but if you succeed, you get a nice fresh apple.
Ember
Yeah.
does like an apple.
Yeah, and you can see that they've put down like a kind of coarse rugs around the thing so that you're not kneeling in the snow.
Okay.
I feel like this might be a slip hazard.
Okay,
A wet
so-
floor sign.
Yeah, I'll kneel down and just immediately just like ram my face in really hard trying to get an apple, like not realizing it's probably better to like, do it slowly, but I'm just like, I got an apple.
You're literally headbutting apples
Yeah.
before.
That's great.
So majestic.
Yeah, so in order to see if you can catch one, I want you to roll dexterity, but it's at disadvantage. Because you're trying to do it with your mouth.
Okay, sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. 4.
Yeah, you're just literally like, smack.
They're bobbing over. Like, stop it! God damn it!
You're just getting frustrated. Your face is getting wet. It's very funny. It's a hilarious sight. A couple of the kids are like giggling.
Oh.
Yeah, the kids are giggling, but they're trying not to like laugh at you. They're just finding it quite amusing.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I was just gonna say, Skip would like to go and speak to the orphanage lady. Lady?
Okay.
Man? Lady?
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 Mm-hmm.
You know that way, like, people are always like, Christmas is for the kids,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hang on 1 second, let me remember what it's called. The Iced On Festival is for the kids,
Yes,
Yeah,
I
it is.
agree.
It
Yeah.
is, yeah. These kids are lucky to have events like this to raise money for their terrible lives.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, they always get presents at this time of year, thanks to the Yule dudes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
They bring gifts on the 12 days leading up to the Iced Dawn celebration.
I wonder if this is going to go where I think it'll go. This is exciting. It is, and
Actually, I meant to say 7, not 12. 7 days.
7. Okay, you'll do.
I was just thinking 12 days of Christmas, but it's 7 days leading up to Iced Dawn.
Yeah. You'll dudes. I would like. I mean, I'd just like to make a little donation. That's all I'm going to do, and I'd like to give her 10 gold for the children.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Thank you. What a kind
But
heart.
I do it like quietly. I'm not like
Okay.
showboating.
Yeah.
But I give her
You're
10
just
gold.
passing it over. She looks really, really happy, and she says, "Oh, this is so generous of you. So kind.
It's a Christmas.
The children will
miracle.
all be very, very happy."
Good. I'm glad. You make sure their bellies are full for the festival.
Oh, we will. This will buy more than enough to see us right through the winter.
Good. I'm glad. And I'll just be like, you have a nice day now.
Yeah, she kind of smiles,
Bye.
and the little kid that's like sitting next to her, he's kind of a scrawny looking thing. Kind of just gives you like this like nice smile, like he's looking up at you under his eyes, and just kind of gives you like a little smile. Yeah, he gives you a little smile, and you don't
I
want to
like try and wink
be
at him like
"Hey."
festively.
Okay.
Festive winking, but it's like
I'm
not very good at winking.
I just want to wink festively.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He giggles at that. He thinks you're just like pulling silly faces or something.
Sure. It was absolutely heartfelt that it was meant to be like a nice
Yeah.
you. Oh well, whatever. I'll go back to the gang. So how are you getting on, Ember? Have you got an apple yet?
So at this point, I like to think that I've pulled my head up, like I'm really mad and quite like I don't like this cold water on me.
Yeah.
So like, and I'm like, not again. Like I've lost another game. So I stand up and like raging.
I was picturing
Yeah.
you like putting your hand in the water and making it boil, like
Scalding all the things.
Her hair is starting to like liven up and turn
Steam.
into the flames that it is, and the water that is around you and your face and your just starts to steam up. Your head is steaming with anger.
I love it. Facial,
yeah,
like
and-
shuggles forward a little bit.
And then I'm like really mad. I'm like, no, I'm not donating any money. And I turn, obviously, with my steam coming off my face and seeing all the small kids. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then, poor kids. And yeah, I'll donate some
Yeah.
gold
I-
pieces. Yeah, basically.
Enjoying
I
the
would-
steam.
Yeah, for sure. I would like to say I didn't want necessarily everyone to see me donating money, but it's fine.
Oh, I didn't. I was just because she said to me before to donate money if you
Yeah.
want to have a go. So.
Yeah. She said it was a donation rather than paying to try.
Okay, that's fine. Sorry.
Because it's just that.
Mhm.
Would any of the rest of you like to try?
I'll have a shot. I'll put money in. Is it a bucket she has?
Yeah. It's like
I'll
a
put
little,
money in
little
your bucket first.
No bucket.
Okay.
take the change from last one, so 50 silver.
50 silver, okay.
I'd like to do a sleight of hand check to press 10 gold coins surreptitiously into her palm.
Okay.
So, I don't know what
Roll,
those numbers-
roll sleight of hand.
Okay. Only 11, so I feel...
I mean, I'll say that if anyone was paying attention or cares to look, you're obviously placing something in her hands. They maybe just can't fully see what it is.
Okay. So there's 10 gold pieces. There we go.
She smiles again and actually gets a little teary-eyed. And says, "Oh, I'm not sure who you are, but I am thankful that you chose to come here to Elms Hollow this festival.
It's worth it for the kids.
Yeah,
Now,
they'll
Eric,
be very, very happy today. Today's the day that they'll get their gloves.
Their gloves?
So
Yeah.
depressing.
They want loose fingers this winter. Yes. Tiny Tim
She's
with his
like,
no legs and no fingers.
Yeah. She says, so every child gets gloves on the second night.
Okay. Gloves for kids.
and at that, Eric's going to rummage around in one of the pouches on his belt to find a bit of string, which to attempt to tie back some of his beard.
Okay.
For Duke.
Okay.
I can hold your hair if you want, Eric. Do you want me to hold your hair back? No? Okay.
Just
Okay. So roll a dexterity. It's with disadvantage just because you're trying to catch it with your mouth.
yeah. Oh well, that's not going to get worse than that. Natural one.
You fall in.
I'm gonna let you, Andrew, narrate to me what that natural one looks like for Duking for Apples.
Well, Eric is going to get real into it. Like, the beard is tied up off to one side. He's going to put him, kneel down, just on the edge, like a hand braced, ready as he aims. Prepares to duke down. But he puts just a little too much weight on the edge of the barrel. It's going to slip. Not enough to topple over completely, but enough for a big tidal wave of water to just sploosh him right in the face. Enough of a cold shock to his system to fall back in his arse. Grumbling in Dwarvish. But and then wringing out his beard by hand.
Okay. Needless to say, a few kids are fully laughing at that.
I was gonna say, does little like fingerless Timmy just float away with the water? That's a damn shame if it is.
I like fingerless now. Like he's just cool.
Oh,
He can't hold on to anything,
Hey,
so he
gone.
just loses it.
Help! Help me!
You...
Oh my god.
Oh.
Come back to us, Eric.
We broke him. We broke him again. He's gone. Rip, Andrew, rip. Oh,
Oh,
empty.
you can feel it. I'm good. I'm good.
I couldn't. I had to compose myself without headphones on because if Andrew did a seal noise,
No, God. Say.
oh, it's making me tear up. The festive joy. Yeah, fingerless Timmy because that's his name. No, it doesn't. He laughs a little bit, and when that happens to Eric and you're trying to compose yourself, it seems that with the tidal wave rolled an apple, and the woman just says, "Oh, you can have that apple, dear. It did come out with you."
Eric pauses and wringing out his beard to say thank you.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful bright red apple.
Oh. He's going to start eating it straight away as soon as the beard's a little less damp.
Yeah, and because it's like really cold, you're extra cold right now.
He briefly considers lighting some gunpowder underneath. Maybe quickly dismisses that idea. It must have been the cider for earlier that suggested it.
Yes.
After last week, he almost didn't have any gunpowder left. Just saying.
Oh,
But it's
We
okay.
don't talk about
Yeah.
what?
We don't talk about
Anyways.
Mm-hmm. That's funny. Yeah, so you guys, well, unless anyone else wanted to try Dukin.
No.
The water is cold.
The water
I
is-
agree, pal. It's too cold.
Although Beisha's face is like perfectly designed shape-wise.
Oh
I was
no.
going to say.
With like a scoop, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Mm.
She's
Kason,
God,
train
yeah.
Kason, get
Also-
Kason to do it.
Breathes underwater for 15 minutes, so you know.
Could you imagine getting all the apples?
I'm
no,
also like
no.
immune to cold basically as well, but I'm like, no, it looks, doesn't look fun.
Yeah.
I'll get cold.
I also,
Especially if you secretly drawn on some facial hair today, would have just washed it off.
Question.
Mm.
You know those hats that have like knitted beards?
Yes.
Do those exist in this world?
You'd have to go to the festive hat shop and find out.
Well, I know where I'm going next.
mm-hmm.
All
I
right,
go
so
there.
yeah. Having not successfully gained an apple, you unsuccessfully gained one apple. You guys kind of stand up, get sorted, and head off as a group to some of the shopping stalls, one of which is indeed the festive hat stall.
I mean, I just make a beeline. I don't even care what the other guys are doing. Vroom.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd probably like to do something else.
Yeah.
What is the festive hat stall called?
It just says festive hats.
Oh.
Yeah. They all just kind of have descriptive names rather than.
No, I mean, that's acceptable. You know, straight to the point. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I think it was unique.
I appreciate that. Tell me please about the Sills person.
So it is a dwarven lady, older.
Eric? Is she
So
Eric
she's
or we Luke?
maybe a handful of 100 years old, probably younger than Eric by
Everyone
maybe
is.
150 years, maybe. And she's kind of manning her stall, and she's putting out another couple to fill some gaps. She's clearly made a couple of sales recently. Dressed in festive attire to go with the colors of all the decorations around about the place. And she, in her hair, has a couple of braids that have little festive baubles dangling down from them, and she looks real festive.
Sorry.
Keyword of the day.
Yeah,
Festive.
festive. Indeed.
Cool. I'll go up to her. Happy Icestone Festival to you, and I tip my imaginary hat.
Yeah, and to you.
I'm in the market for a new hat. Seems that this is the place to go. I would appreciate some assistance.
Absolutely, and what a fine head you've got for a hat to sit on.
Thank you, I know. I like to accessorize.
Yeah. Is there a particular style or color you're looking for? And she kind of steps up onto. She's got like a board section that she can stand on next to the stall, which means she can
I
reach
can
the stuff
squat
at the
down a
top.
little bit.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause
She can reach the stuff at the top now and reach like her business stuff, like her bookkeeping and her money tin is behind, so she can reach that. So she kind of stands up and starts rummaging through things. She says, obviously the color schemes are mostly in line with the festival.
I mean, absolutely. I have no problem with that. I will say I like a say something hat. You know, a hat that tells a story. And I like to pick them up everywhere I go, just, you know, for fun memories and also just for general day-to-day wear. So, ideally something a little bit useful, but as ornate as it can possibly be.
Okay.
Hook me up.
I want you to
find knowledge and know-how.
Yeah. Just roll a d20 for me.
Okay. Roll for hats.
Roll for success of hats.
19 hats.
19. Nice.
Success roll.
19 hats. was a good roll. So she's like, well, and she just starts to describe them, but she's kind of pulling them out so you can have a look. She says, we have this fine felt hat here, not good for when it is wet conditions, nice when it's slightly warm. It can do indoors without making your head feel too hot. And it kind of has that, like a Peter Pan felt hat look to it. And it's got one long pheasant feather in it, trailing around the back.
Okay.
She says, we've got this here. Suits a range of occasions, I'm sure. It's a subtle, understated hat, I feel, for your say something needs.
Say everything, please.
Yeah. She says, we have this hat here, and pulls out what effectively looks like a bowler hat, and it's got like holly wreaths that are wrapped around it.
Okay.
That sits on the top.
Okay.
And it is a really nice dark green, like a pine green color. This definitely says that you are feeling in the mood for Ice Dawn.
Yes.
And then we have this hat here, and she pulls out one that is like a nice, thick wool hat. It's like that chunky knit. Chunky came on it, like real thick
knit.
wool. It is a chunky knit. And she says, we've got this in a range of colors, in accordance with the general festivities, but also the religious side of things, if you're into that. So there's a handful of colors. There's like a dark red, a lighter red, green, just that kind of general kind of Christmassy green. There's a pale blue and like a silvery gray kind of color. She says they come simple like this, or we also have these, and she pulls out, and sure enough, it's like the gods were speaking to you, her, the hat stall. It has a festive beard attached to it, and she says it's, so that you can look like one of the Yule dudes.
I mean, is the rest of the gang with me right now? Are you all with me, guys?
I'll be nearby.
Okay.
I was with you because I like to just look at this kind of thing. It's all the pretty stuff, but I've no intention of buying anything.
Okay.
Yeah. You're doing that thing where you go to festive markets and you're like, I mean, it's all pretty and I want to see it all, but I probably not going to buy anything.
Yeah. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I mean, obviously, I want to buy that one, please.
Which color would you like?
Red.
Red. Would you like the dark red or the ruby red?
And I think about it for a minute because I've got quite light green eyes, so I'm like, either would look okay. I'm gonna go with ruby.
Okay.
Yeah.
So she kind of pulls it out, and you have this ruby red chunky knit wool hat that has a knitted beard and moustache. So it's got like a little gap for your mouth.
For speaking purposes, because I really wanted to buy them for everyone, but then I remembered that Eric has a beard, so it would just be like sitting on top, like
beard on beard.
Beard on beard.
Beard on beard.
Yeah. It's like when you've got glasses and you go to like a 3D thing at the cinema and you have to glasses.
Yes, with glasses. So I wear my sunglasses as well when I'm driving.
Yeah. Motion
Safety
sickness.
goggles.
Okay. How much are they each?
These are 15 silver each.
What a steal!
Indeed. These ones are cheaper to make than the others. The others involve more craftsmanship. This is just, it's just
That's
knitting.
cool. That's cool. I wonder, do you have such a thing as a Yieldy High Fancy business card? Because I'm interested in getting an array of hats with beards on them.
Give me a moment. And she kind of rummages through stuff. She's got like one of those little business apron things on.
Okay. Penny.
And rummages around and pulls out a scroll, and she says, you can have this. I was going to use it for someone who is a business contact, but he's not going to be able to make it for a couple of days, so I can make another one up for him. Here.
I can assure you you'll be getting repeat business from me, so. What's your name, kind lady?
My name is Helga.
Helga. What a babe. Thanks, Helga. I just wrote Helen.
Same thing. Says, you're very welcome.
I love it. Yeah, no, I would. Do you know what? Actually, is there such a thing as a red one that doesn't have a beard, like a matching one to match?
Yeah, because they come either with or without the beards.
I'll take one of them for Eric.
Okay.
like, this is our Christmas treat, guys. These are your Christmas presents. I'm very excited.
What's Christmas?
Good question. Good question. Thank you, please.
Your ice done presents.
Ice thumb presents. Fair.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy them all.
Do you get one for everyone?
I do, and you don't get a choice. You have to put them on for at least a minute. I force them on you.
Is mine red too?
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna clash horribly.
Yeah, I have everything red.
But you did match her lovely cloak.
Oh, that's true.
Her lovely red cloak. You have to get one of the red cloak.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Are you wearing your lovely red cloak?
Always.
Okay.
Just humor me for like a minute. You can take it off.
No, I'll wear it. I don't care.
Just humor
I'll
me.
wear it.
Mm-hmm.
Cozy. Even though I don't need it. There we go. I'll put it on.
It's just mostly for the beards. Thank you,
you
please.
get Eric a beard on beard one as well.
Oh no, I got you one that didn't have a beard.
Yeah. You've already got a big majestic grey beard, so.
It was my mission to make you look vaguely like Santa, so.
Mission achieved.
Yes, here we are.
Beat me to
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
If you didn't
Thank
get
you,
the
please.
group one, I was gonna get.
Yeah.
But,
Fancy hats have been.
We look like lads on tour. Like
You
lads,
do
lads,
look
lads,
like
lads.
the Yule
Lads,
dudes up
lads,
tour.
lads.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm so hot in my Christmas jumper, by the way. Holy hell.
All right. What's next? What was Beisha doing?
I wanted to go see the running dogs.
Okay. So you would need to wander your way out of town. It's up to you. How do you wish to try and find them?
I wasn't sure. I thought they were like really close. I didn't realize that they were so far away.
Yeah, the horses were there parked up in the road for the horse-drawn carriages, and there was a sign saying that you could go on a dog sledge, but that was out with the town, so you kind of do a lap of the town.
I think that'd be good fun. Okay, if it's outside the town, then I'll wait with the group.
Okay.
I will be with the group then.
Okay.
So in that case, if I'm trying on the, have you given us our Christmas hats? Skip. Yeah. Is the hole big enough for my snoot? Because my face.
I would think it
I
want it to be
It probably
uncomfortably
stretches,
there.
yeah, because it's wool and it's chunky wool, so it probably stretches
flopping
around it.
down.
Yeah.
So it's like my chin it's like back here.
Yeah.
Face is there.
You just got.
if any artists who are
God.
watching
It's like when you put it
want
on- if
to
you ever
do
put, like-
Aishra in a Christmas beard hat, please do it.
Yeah, 100%.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Even the
I
most
feel like it'd be found
basic
on
of
Lore
art
Maidens'
skills.
website.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. We if and when we get yeah, if we get any art, it would be great to put on the website. But yeah, that would be great. Pretty sure with her. I think the whole gang with their festive hats on would be real funny. Okay.
Sorry, I just drew it just for me. It was great. Yeah, so guys, we look great. I'm so happy.
Yeah, we do. I'm like flapping my beard back and forth. Flapping, gross. Just the word flapping beard back and forth.
Can you guys roll perception for me
Oh,
while you mill around and?
Oh, apparently I can this time.
nice.
Oh.
What'd you get, Beisha?
That was very cool.
23.
Nice. What'd you get, Ember?
I'm busy flapping my beard back and forth, so not really looking around. Don't really care right now. I got a 2, which was a natural one. So
Deuces. Right. What did Eric get?
Eric got 19.
Nice. And what did Skip get?
14.
Okay. I would say all of you, apart from Ember, who's just distracted. She's flipped my beard back and forth. You guys see slightly, it's like behind the market stalls, towards where the usual businesses are around this marketplace. You see that set up under a tent of sorts is a caricature artist who is currently drawing a couple. You can't make out too much details from this distance, but you can see somebody doing it.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I have a complete disregard.
Yeah, you would kind of you're aware of something, but you're just kind of like
Yeah,
distracted.
as mostly I don't care for
Yeah.
art. It's not a thing.
Don't care for art.
Don't care for art.
That's amazing. However, we're not going to go and see the dogs, no?
Dogs.
Dogs? Do you want to go and look at the doggos?
Yeah.
I like dogs.
I didn't see what you saw, so yeah, I'd like to have a look at the dogs.
That's true, guys.
It is out of town.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay.
How about we go see these dogs?
Okay. I mean,
Maybe
is the art place on the way?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like behind a couple of stalls, so it's like...
Just go and have a quick look there, and then we can go and
have a nosy
go
on
see
the
the doggos, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just see what they got, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
So you take a wander over. You can see that the artist is doing a sketch of the couple with slightly exaggerated features here and there. And it says, have yourself drawn like a Yule dude. And he's kind of drawing them with funny festive hats on and beards.
Cool.
What's
Like
a Yule dude?
Yeah.
That's what I say to Skip. That's I'm like, what?
A Yule dude? It's
Mm-hmm.
for the... Can I roll and have the DM explain what a Yule dude is?
Yeah,
For
roll a
clarity's
history
sake.
check. Whoever is trying to recall the information can roll a history check.
I rolled a 10. Like, I know, but... Yeah.
Does Eric get advantage from age?
No.
Oh, savage.
Yeah.
And for that cheek,
Yeah.
Eric does not roll well. So,
Oh, the sass of
Eric,
it.
yeah. He's having
Okay.
a senior moment now.
Yeah. He's just like, sounds like human nonsense to you. The dwarves don't do rubbish like that.
Jeez.
Skip, you don't really know a lot of details. You're just aware that it's part of Christmas time tradition and gift giving. But you don't know a whole lot of details because it's not really something that Goliaths would have.
Yeah, I wouldn't have thought so.
You probably would have only started hearing about them when you started sailing on a pirate ship and just generally interacting with room art culture.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, I told you in great detail.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Yeah, they come and they give, like, presents and shit. Not shit, sorry. And stuff. For 7 nights, and then it's like... Yeah.
Okay,
Concise.
right.
There's a very real chance I'm confusing this with an IRL real thing that's different.
Maybe.
Doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
That was Hannah, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm picturing it, you know, like kind of Magaluf sombrero kind of caricature. Like they all look exactly the same with a big chin.
I like to think Beisha's just standing in the background
Yeah.
and there's like no expression for her, even though the caricatures, they always overdo them.
Yeah.
It's just completely.
And she's just like,
It's still just straight face.
yeah.
Yeah, they're just over exaggerated. I mean, you can tell that the ones that he's drawing is the couple, and then there are drawings kind of put out for display to show people. So there's a few examples of him doing other people dressed up like Yule dudes, and then there's just one picture that kind of has these 7. They kind of. I was gonna say they look like trolls, but not trolls as in D&D trolls. Just like trolls, big nose, beards, woolly hats on, and they're all kind of like looking festive and all holding different things in their hands. So he's kind of doing this sketch of people.
Cool. For the sake of sure, why not? I'm gonna be like, hey, to the artist. Even though presumably with my roll of 10, I do recognize that these are the Yule dudes. I'm like, who are these guys? What's? Tell me.
The Yule dudes?
Yeah,
Or the
I'm seeing them everywhere. I'll roll a deception if you want. Just trying to get a combo sword.
Yeah, no, you don't have to roll for that.
Okay.
He kind of just looks at you and then kind of looks at your party. And normally it would be like a, what do you mean you don't know the Yule dudes?
Yeah.
But he sees a lizard person
Yeah.
and a fiery, interesting looking woman and this Goliath. And then looks at Eric and then goes, oh, Eric. And
I'm
then
like,
looks
clearly
back
we're
at the
all
other guys.
wearing the hats of them and stuff, but I'm like,
Yeah.
what's this?
So he's kind of like looking at you all confused, looks at Eric and he's like, oh, it's just a dwarf, it's fine. And then looks back at the others and realizes maybe you're just foreigners. So he's
Yeah.
like, well,
We're not from these parts.
yeah, it's the Yule dudes, they bring presents and leave them for the children on the 7 nights that lead up to Icedale. Icedale.
I still.
Yeah. You know,
Are
it's
they, I mean, are they,
things and-
it's going to sound like a really dumb question, but I need to know, like, are these historical creatures or are they kind of, you know, tales of?
The woman who's sitting, having her sketch drawn, kind of just pipes up. She's clearly just in the festive spirit. Obviously, she's here getting her caricature drawn.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, it's a Rumark tradition.
Oh,
Give gifts, and the kids wake up and they, you know."
I love it.
Mm-hmm. I believe tonight is the pair of gloves night. I always like those. I love a new
heard
pair of
that.
gloves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cute.
Sad that I don't get them anymore.
Oh, I want to give her some gloves, but I don't have any. That's really cute. Your picture here looks really nice. So I'm like,
Well, thank you.
just looking over her shoulder.
Yeah, and the
You got a
artist
real
kind of
eye
does
for
a
this.
yeah. The artist seems appreciative and gives you a little nod.
Cool. We're just in town, you know, just having a wee day trip, and thought we'd come and have a festive market day, you know. So just doing the rounds.
Enjoy your time here. And the woman kind of gives you a
Thanks.
little wave.
Bye. Got
Yeah, the
dogs to
husband is
see.
doing that thing. You know, you get a couple where one is super friendly and chatty and likes meeting new people and is
Yeah.
happy to tell people about the local traditions, and he's just sitting there thinking, "I want this picture drawn. Can we
Yes, can
hurry
we
up,
leave now, please?
Yeah, he's like,
Okay. I love it.
Mhm.
Well, we might come back. So we might come back later. You know, we're just gonna go and have. We need to go and see these dogs. I heard they're really cute. I say to them, not that
yes, the
anyone
dogs.
cares, but
Yeah, the artist is like, "Oh, they'll be out of town down the road that way."
cool. Let's go, gang. Away.
Onwards.
Tally ho!
Come on, Beitra. Nice. Let's please skip.
Yeah. So you guys make your way along the snowy paths.
Okay. Walking slow.
Yeah, and it's nice because it's clearly still fairly fresh snow. I mean, it's been walked on today and it's not currently snowing, but it's still got that nice crunch to it. It's very satisfying
Okay,
snow.
cool. Yeah.
And you wander your way out of town. All the houses that you pass have decorations in the windows and on the outside, and it really looks very beautiful. Quite a picturesque town by all accounts. Because Calford, I mean, it's a nice town, but it doesn't have that picturesque feel to it. It's just more for function and purpose rather than,
Yeah.
you know.
Skip
the event.
turns to Beitra.
Mm-hmm.
Is this your first time seeing snow, Beitra?
Snow?
Snow, the white on the ground.
A cria.
A cria?
I can't remember my
Okay,
word for
okay.
yes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, okay. What do you think of it?
It is cold.
It is cold. You're not wrong.
Yeah. The Onkmet is different here.
Like weather? No.
Mm.
Yeah. Weather. Yes, it is. It's because we're kind of up in the mountains, so yeah. This is kind of where I'm from, sort of. It's like this kind of area. This is sort of like my home.
Closer to my home.
Mhm.
What is the presents
The
that everyone
the
speaks
gifts. In this culture, it's Eric, how would you describe a gift?
It's something you give to somebody you like.
To show affection to someone, you give them a physical object.
Right. Something they like, something they need. as long as it's for them.
It's just how we show appreciation in our culture, particularly at this time of year.
So more than sharing meat or
It's
fireworks.
similar to that, but it's just another kind of level of it. You know, it's not necessarily a practical thing. It could just be a fun thing. Yes, exactly. That's a present. That's a gift. It shows I appreciate you.
Snow.
Yeah.
We're gonna pick a handful of snow and like.
Oh, thank you.
You like snow?
I do like snow. I'll take it.
Oh,
Thanks.
Oh.
it's been such a cute session.
Mhm.
I love it.
Pick up another one.
Just keep 'em coming.
Eric accepts the pile of snow. Somewhat bewildered.
And another one.
Oh, mine's just gonna melt straight away.
Just turns to
Thank you,
water.
Misha. Yeah.
Another one. Try again.
Just keep trying it. It's
Aw.
okay. It's okay. It's a thought.
Eric's going to crush his solid and put it in one of his spare
Aw.
empty pouches he has for such things.
Oh.
Sucria.
Okay.
Sucria.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go see the dogs.
Okay. Yeah, so you eventually make your way. You pass the more sparse housing that lets you know you're towards the outside of the town. And sure enough, when you get there, you can see a little area has been set up with a small stall of sorts that says dog sleigh rides. And you can see there are currently 2 sets of dogs there lying down, just generally chillaxing. Kind of one of them's looking at the other one, and just there's 5 dogs per sled currently.
What?
But they're chilling together. They look like that. Yeah, they look like that generic mix of dogs that are going to range from your husky to your wolf dog to your that kind of They look a lot like
they-
chappers.
Majestic.
They're majestic like Let's see Chaplin.
I'm majestic as fuck lying on the sofa. Yeah.
Oh, he is such
I'd
a
say
cute-
two of them are probably on one of the sleds are definitely like having a wee snooze currently.
Oh,
Hi,
Hi, Chappers. Yeah.
talking about you,
How about
buddy.
you?
You should just rattle your dice bag again and see if that makes him perk up.
Stare
Yeah.
Last
Oh,
time.
oh,
No, fine.
He's too
He's like, nah.
He does not care.
No.
But yeah, you see 2 of the dogs are definitely like lying fully on their sides. They just seem to be happy pups. And there are 3 people currently hanging around at the stall. And when they see people approaching, they kind of perk up a little bit and go into customer service mode and go like, "Oh, hello, are you here for the dog sleigh rides?"
I immediately just run over to the dogs, please.
Okay.
I'm guessing. I just lie next to them, like,
Okay.
Um,
Just roll an animal handling for me just to see how they
Oh,
do.
God.
Yeah.
8.
Okay. You're
Swapping that
you're
out
lying
there.
down. A couple of them, like if you try to pet their heads, they'll accept it, but they're not doing the excited puppy. Oh my goodness, it's cuddle time. They're like in work mode, so they're doing the working dog, just doing as they're told and sitting and staying and so but they allow you being there. Yeah.
just being majestic.
Yeah.
Working huskies, they just scream at you and lunge.
Yeah. They're in their relaxed state at the moment, so you kind of sit next to them, and a couple of them will like perk up and look at you, and their ears go up, and they accept your presence there. They're not like balking at you or anything. Bark, no, balking.
Bork.
We ride the dogs. They're small.
Yeah. The guy kind of like looks at you for a moment, and then just kind of does like the kind customer service laugh, and says, "Oh no, you stand on the sleds, and the dogs pull the sled."
Sleds.
And he kind of sled, and he points at these kind of. They're like really festive looking ones. They definitely look like a sleigh. Like they're red, and they've got like the big twirly. Yeah.
Excuse me. I'm gonna stand back because the Ice Dawn Festival's for the kids. So I'm just
Is that a ladies first move?
a little bit.
Okay.
Eric runs gleefully. So-
He frolics.
Yeah.
So,
and Eric
Uh,
so it's
yeah.
just, this sounds like fun.
hmm
There we go. That's as frolicky as he gets. He'll
Yeah.
get his.
Hey, he's even smiled. Who knows what kind of frolicking
Right?
he's gonna do? He might make a snow
No
angel
idea.
next.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
That'll be
The
the
snow
day.
out here, by the way, is real crisp.
Oh, it makes that
like the bit around the sleds
Nice.
is obviously very
like
dog.
pure snow ghouls.
Yeah.
Schnoogles.
But the guy who approached you says, "So well, it's 2 to a sled plus 1 rider."
So, I'm not over there. Never mind. Okay.
I'll show to Ember. Ember, do you want to ride on the sleigh?
Yes,
Beisha, do you want to ride on the sleigh?
Axon.
it should definitely be Skip and Eric together. I mean, how else are we going to fit in there?
I know. Skip's
Little
like,
hard.
oh, I'm a little bit too big. I'm really self-conscious. I'm too tall.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know.
Come on,
Um,
Skip. I'm really
yeah.
light, so it'll be fine.
Okay.
Not too much weight for the dogs,
Hmm.
because nothing to me compared. That got really badly. Eric didn't say it like that.
No,
he probably
not
did.
I know.
Never.
Blunt, and no, Eric. But I'm nothing compared to you. I wouldn't add
Yeah.
anymore.
I'm nothing compared to you.
So the woman, one of the women who are standing there, kind of walks up to you, and she's definitely dressed in like rider gear and has like proper riding gloves.
Mm.
She's got like a messy brown bun up in her hair, and she kind of walks over to the guy and gives him a nod, and he nods back at her. And he says, "So both sleds then, or are all 4 coming on a ride?"
Yes, we are.
Yes.
Axon.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
He says, "We take you completely around the town and the surrounding area. Should be done in about an hour. It would be for the 4 of you, 1 gold piece. Although we do have a donations box to help with the upkeep of the dogs if you're interested."
I'm very interested.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And you can see there's like another woman. She's definitely dressed in warmer furs. Like she's dressed in a couple layers sitting at the stall. She's clearly the one who mans the stall and is there sitting stationary all the time. So she has to be a bit warmer than the other guys.
Guys, this is going to be fun. I'm kind of getting over myself now, and I'm like, I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be good.
Yay!
Yeah.
Sure, I would, as it is a party day out, I would like to pay from the party fund for this. Is that okay,
Okay.
with y'all?
Yay.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm
This is
basically
like
your
our
dad.
worst Christmas party.
Yeah. I'll also donate. Shoot. Yeah, I'll pay for the bag of. Yeah. Bag of holding? That's not what I meant to say there. I pay.
Oh,
Okay. All right.
Cool.
It was weird that the music to suddenly stop there on its little break.
Yeah.
We were
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, so they take you over to the sleigh. They show you basically the rider, he says, "Oh, we'll be sitting up front here and controlling the steering and the dogs. You guys will have your seats at the back." And you can see that they've put like some cushions and there's a couple of like warm blankets for putting over your knees.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds cute.
Yeah.
There's a very happy velociraptor noise.
Yeah.
Love it. I like how everything's a little bit dinosaur themed today. I'm okay with
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Life
festive.
is really
Of course.
dinosaur
that.
themed.
Yeah.
I'm even using my Jurassic
I know.
World cup. I didn't even notice that.
Yay!
I go
I
to
can
juice
get
cup.
something dinosaur themed.
Because Christmas dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's
Okay,
got to get
bye.
dinosaurs.
Oh.
Oh, okay. He didn't have
Oh, he's
to go far.
getting something, yeah.
It's even
I
a
don't have
bit
any
rare.
dinosaur.
A copy of The Dinosaur Knights by Victor
Oh.
Milan.
Love it. Okay, okay. Plug. There we go.
There we go.
Hashtag
Yep.
spawn.
Well, the first in the book is Dinosaur Lords. This is the second.
Okay.
There's a T-Rex called Snowflake.
Themed.
Themed.
So
Yeah.
themed.
It's meant to be.
It's fucking kismet, guys. It's
I know.
just too much.
Yeah.
Right, let's go dog sled.
Right. So while you guys, how are you splitting? Are you doing the Skip and Eric and then
Think so.
Fisher and Ember?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Guys, we need to be I know you know now, but please just be careful. I don't want any injuries, okay? I know we're not working, but please just be careful on this.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
Most importantly, have fun.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. So as you guys get settled on Skip and Eric's sleigh, while they're getting themselves sorted and they're getting the dogs kind of into action and calling them forth, the guy says, "Oh, my name is Eridak. I'll be your rider today. With us today, we've got Fabio, Maxine, Dolly, Lily, and Bonnie. And the
Fabio's
dogs
a
are all,
great name.
Fabio's
the dogs are all kind of like they're all getting like excited because they know they're about to go for a run. They're getting energized, and they're kind of getting all excited. And they can hear that their like keeper is calling their name, so they're extra excited about that. He says they're a good lot, very fast. They're faster than the other team, but the other team is stronger, so it depends what you're looking for in a ride.
Sorry, could you repeat
So-
those dog names for me?
Okay,
What's terrible?
Fabio,
Yeah.
Maxine,
Yep.
Dolly,
Mm-hmm.
Lily,
Lily. That was the one I missed.
and Bonnie.
Thank you.
So he's kind of getting himself into action. He waits a little bit once his dogs are ready, letting the other team go first, so that they get a little head start. On Beishra and Embers, the woman says, "Right, hello, I am Maya. I am your driver for today. With us on our team, we've got Belle, Linda,
Linda.
yeah, Kira,
Uh-huh.
Isla, and Coraline.
Ooh,
It's an all-girl team. Yeah, an all-girl team.
Like us.
Yeah,
Ladies only.
yeah,
Take a seat.
Ladies night.
yeah. They're a solid team. Work well together. And yeah, I hope you're looking forward to the ride around the town. And then she goes, "Come on, girls!" And she kind of like gets them mushed, and off they go. You guys take off. Shortly after the other team then goes, so that you guys are fairly in tandem, so you can still see each other. And yeah, your ride begins, and we will find out what happens while you're on your sleigh dog ride after the break.
I wonder what will happen.
So excited.
Hello.
Hi. Welcome back, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Hope you had a pleasant break. Before we get into the story, we have a couple of things to get through. The first of which is going to be our festive celebratory giveaway. I believe Hannah's waiting in the wings with a number generator for us.
I do indeed. I do.
Exciting. Drum roll, everyone.
So how it's gonna work is I've got a random number
Welcome to my break.
generator, which like tallies up. No, not words. Basically, I've got a list here, and I'm just gonna go and roll a number, find a number, say who it is. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Drum roll, please. And it is Sir Captain Nemo. Woo! The odds. I love it.
I
Congratulations,
know.
Well done, Nemo.
Amazing. Well done, Emo. If you can tweet us, I guess would probably be the easiest actually. Your details for sending you the giveaway. We have a set of dice which is themed for the current goings on in their adventure of spooky shadowiness. So it's a nice grey set. And in fact, it should be sitting here somewhere. We also have one of our merch pencils and one of the badges. There's a couple of little stone. I don't know if you're into gemstones, it's howlite that it's made from. A couple little skulls made from howlite. And also, you're going to get the chance to name an NPC. So if you could message me on my personal Twitter account to get that sorted. We'll get the character named and roughly what their job is and get that put into the world for these guys to encounter. But yeah, well done, Captain Emo. That's excellent news.
Yay! It's nice that it's someone who's here as well. What a
Our
treat.
first giveaway. I know. Yeah, it's nice that you're here. That's awesome. Yeah, you've been with us since the start, so it seems fitting. I like that. That's good. Ace. Well, there's another couple things. Firstly, I want to give a shout out to anyone who was in chat yesterday. I had my first starring role, I guess, in an encounter roleplay game last night. It was also Christmas themed. I was very excited and a bit nervous. It was just wonderful. I was playing my tiefling warlock Nowhere, and there was a
Nowhere.
half-orc barbarian, like a big burly dude called Dave. And we decided to hook him up to the sleigh so that he was riding for the sleigh, and I decided to cast Fly on him, and he flew us and used his thigh folds as flying wings.
It's like a wingsuit, but just thigh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
he was a sugar glider of epic proportions.
Thigh and skirl.
It was good fun. Yeah. So, shout out to any of you who were there last night. It was nice seeing friendly faces in chat. And thank you to the guys who were playing, especially Scraticus, who was the DM. I've been speaking to him a lot. I've been going in and seeing his streams lately. He's a very nice guy. And thank you to Will at Random Encounter Roleplay. I know, ooh, a sneaky slip of the tongue. And also Sydney, because she was the one playing Dave. It was absolutely hilarious. And it was a fundraiser to get her tickets over to America, over to the UK, from America, because Will can't be over there with her. So we reunited. It was very, very, very romantic and wonderful. And they managed to reach their goal. So Will shaved off his beard last night.
Oh, I've not seen it. I need to go and have a look.
Yeah, he's every now and again you see him. He's like stroking at his chin, like a beard that isn't there.
Oh, really?
It's wonderful. Yeah.
Okay, that's not happening to you.
Yeah.
It's okay,
so I just
Andrew,
wanted to.
right.
I know. I just wanted to say thank you to those who were there. It was it was nice, and it was a very fun game.
Shout out to everyone in chat who was. I was literally crying with laughter at one point because there were so many thigh puns going on.
Yeah,
it was ridiculous.
There was a lot of thigh puns.
It was very good.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't reading chat at the time, but Sydney was reading out a couple of them. Silent Night was my favorite.
I was particularly proud of Ding Dong Merrily on Thigh. But,
that was very good.
Yeah.
Very good. So I'm glad that I was there too.
Last night.
Yeah, because that was the highlight of the game, and I'm really proud that it was my character that facilitated it and was like, I would quite like to cast Fly on him, please.
It was wonderful.
I mean, I love a good Nowhere
Yeah.
Don't we all?
outing because she's amazing and terrifying.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, she's yeah. I'll be there's a little project in the works where I might get to play her again on stream, so stay tuned for that. Yeah. The last thing I want to announce, the players are not aware of these details yet, and I'm hoping you guys in chat will appreciate the awesomeness of this. We're obviously not playing a game next week because it's Christmas. The following week,
Yeah, I'll be too drunk for the game.
yeah, it's just after New Year. Everyone here is really busy on the 1st because New Year's is a really big deal in Scotland. It's Hogmanay, and usually the 1st is the day for spending with family. So everyone's going to be with their families on the 1st. Yeah, first footing, where you have
First
to bring a
hangover.
present. Tall, dark stranger has to come to your door, the first person through your door. So there's a whole load of traditions about it.
Mm-hmm.
So we're on the 2nd. We are going to be playing a game. Hopefully everyone here can make it. There's a chance that they might not, and I'm probably going to be looking for people to guest spot on it if anyone in chat is interested. We're going to be doing my own personal version of Honey Heist the game, where you play as bears, but we're doing Sugar Heist, where you guys are going to be playing as horses.
Oh, wow. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
You guys
Should've
will
guessed
be
horse
playing
like
as the lost horses from last campaign's game who were left stranded and have gone on their own adventure,
Wow.
seeking joy, treasures, and above all else, sugar cubes.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
100% on board.
That's gonna be
Sounds-
so
Yeah.
good. Holy hell, yes.
Yeah, so that's my plans for the
I'm
second.
down with this.
Yeah,
Chestnut.
Mist man.
Chestnut, I know. So more details on that to follow, but we're going to be running on the honey heist system. It's just going to be rolling for horse rather than rolling for bear.
Rolling for horse. Okay.
Yeah. So more details to come. I will let you guys know if, who will be, if anyone, will be guest spotting on that for the horse shenanigans. So yeah, we're going to do that on the 2nd before normal service resumes and we go back to our adventure.
That's very exciting.
Yeah.
That's gonna be awesome.
Lol. Okay, excellent. So you guys had just, I like the music just started then as I said that. You guys have set off on your dog sleigh rides. And they're going quite fast. You can feel that sort of like bracing cold air, but it's refreshing in a way. And you guys all have those blankets for putting over your laps to keep yourself warm. Or just completely wrap yourself in it if you so choose. And your dog teams are off and you start to curve around a path in the snow, not like a normal path for walking or riding on, but a path in the snow that the dogs have taken on these rides throughout the day. And yeah, you kind of go whizzing past the outskirts of the town.
I'm just absolutely feeling myself on me being Skip.
Yeah.
Eric enjoys the wind flowing through his hair and beard.
Just to rub it in. 'Cause
And do you know what the worst part about that is? I imagine that Eric's in front of me on the sleigh, so it's probably like hitting me in the face. It's like,
Maybe not.
Well,
Remember,
you're-
he keeps
you're
his
side
hair
by
tied
side.
back.
oh,
Yeah.
sorry,
It's not like it's not like a sled. I
Yeah.
thought.
No.
I mean, the
Yeah.
beard
Okay,
could
got
be
you.
whipping a bit. You might,
Yeah.
if he turns, you might get a slap from the beard.
That's fine. I've got my hat on
One
with
of the
my
bees.
beard, so it's
Mhm.
I'm pretending.
Yeah. It's keeping your face nice and warm.
Yeah, I bet.
Mm-hmm.
I could get
All
used to
right.
this, I think.
Mhm.
Quietly to myself.
So yeah, the teams head off.
The dogs seem like they enjoy themselves.
Yeah, they're especially when they first set off. They're doing that. Oh, we're on a run, and they're off. And they're just getting super excited and like chattering to each other almost in a way. And yeah, they're definitely having a whale of a time. There are some tongues lolling out of their mouths at the moment. Off they go. So yeah, your general awareness of the emotions of animalistic creatures would suggest, yeah, they're having a whale of a time.
Beisha does it too.
Excellent. So yeah, you guys are heading around. You start to veer slightly further away from the town so that you're getting more of a scenic route. And you guys have set up at just the perfect time because the sun is starting to set and you're getting that winter sunset where it's really, really deep purples with that gold sort of like amber color at the side of clouds while you're tearing off along this road. It's beautiful.
Oh.
Would any of you like to do anything or say anything to each other while you're on your ride before I continue?
I would like
It's really
to.
corny.
I feel like Skip would probably want to sing.
Okay.
But
Remember all those cantrips. If any of you
I
guys
know,
have
I know.
cantrips that are suitable
I
for the
know,
situation,
thinking
remember
about
you've
it.
got them. Yeah.
no, I don't have a
Eric-
beverage.
I would.
Eric's gonna try. He's trying to remember his favorite carol.
Okay.
While. So he's gonna start just doing that with his hand.
Mhm.
Remember it goes. And something's gonna happen
Mhm.
when he points at Ember
Oh.
Beisha.
Okay. So you're trying to figure out the tune, and I know it's kind of go da-na-na-na-na, and then as you're doing it, it kind of you feel your finger almost erupt with energy, this sort of like tingling sensation, and this sort of like puff of just sparkly lights and general wispiness in the air comes out, and it's It's like red, green, and white sparks almost just come shooting out of your finger and go hitting into Ember. And you just feel a sort of like, it's like a smack on your side, but a really, really light one. Like you're aware that something has just hit your arm, and you turn around. You can see these sort of like sparkles of red, green, and white light, and there's like a kind of minty smell, almost like a nice peppermint smell. And suddenly, all around you guys, and it can be heard for 120 feet. So even at the outskirts of the town, within the town, all around you, suddenly Eric's favorite Christmas song is playing. What is Eric's favorite Christmas song?
Hark the Herald Angels.
Okay,
nice.
so Hark the Herald Angels Sing starts to just erupt, and it's not overwhelmingly loud. It can just be heard from that distance. So it's kind of, and because you guys are starting to do the curve where you're about to take the rise up onto the gentler slopes of this foot of the hillside, it's starting to echo off of the hillside and the steeper slopes, and it's just this really beautiful magical moment.
I like how DM's going, it's a magical moment, or Hannah Blanche.
I know, right? I'm like, oh god, that's dangerous. Sing it for me, Eric. No?
Hark the herald angels sing, glory to the newborn.
Yeah. Beautiful.
I can sing better.
Eric's just joining in. Yeah.
Badly.
Eric's feeling festive. Is Eric smiling?
He's not singing well, but he's singing with passion.
Oh. Okay. So you're all suddenly feeling that.
Yeah, I'm absolutely feeling it. I'm like jamming out.
Yeah. And you just saw something like
jam,
a rock.
guys.
It was really strange.
Yeah. What the hell?
But yeah, so you start to curve around into the mountainside. You go over what is obviously one of the roads out of town that takes you more towards the mountain pass. So you cross over that rather than going along it, and you're heading towards the thinner outskirts of the forest that kind of is nearby to the town. Can I just get a perception check from everyone?
Sure can.
There it is.
Oh.
Oh, cocked.
Tits.
Just sound like the old guy from was it Hot Fuzz?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I love it. Love it.
Beishra, what'd you get?
14.
Nice. Ember, what'd you get?
12.
Okay. Eric?
Eric's got a 6 as he belts out the last chorus of.
Oh, does he stand up for it? Because that's what you have to do.
Born to raise the sons of earth.
I like Christmas,
Excellent.
Eric.
I know.
What did you get, Skip?
Skip rolled a 3.
Okay.
Well, he rolled a 2, but
Yeah.
No.
All right. So your slide is
4,
definitely
sorry.
distracted by the music and generally singing along. And I imagine Skip doesn't know the words, but he's like humming along and is enjoying the tune.
yeah, for sure. I'm trying. Okay.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a sea shanty I used to know.
Yeah. The other two, you can't see much details, but you can see that there's someone as you're kind of passing along. So you can see it off to your side within the forest as you pass it. There appears to be medium-sized humanoid-ish figure kind of coming out of the woods, like it's walking towards the town. Which is strange because it's
Weird.
getting dark, so yeah.
Yeah.
And then the slides just kind of keep going. Obviously, you guys are keeping a good pace. You pass through more of the sparser outskirts of the forest. Dogs are still yowling away because they're not quite barky dogs. They're definitely yowlers. Too much. I like it. They basically say lasagna as well. I like that. Yeah. There we go.
I've not heard that before. That's great.
Yeah.
No, Misha, the talking dog.
And then we were talking about it as lasagna,
rip.
but yeah.
I didn't know that they said lasagna. Never mind.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Huskies
that hurt
you.
me real bad when Mishka died. Anyway.
Yeah, I know.
Sad times. All right, yeah. You guys keep heading on your journey. Sure enough, it takes you about the hour. Probably a little shorter time than that, because it's getting darker. The dogs are aiming to get back a little quicker. And eventually you make your way all the way around the town. When you're on the slope, it's a really gentle slope because you're definitely in the very, very foot of the hills. But that slight elevation over the town means you can see the entire town, and it's all lit up beautiful right now with all the colored lights, because it's getting darker now. I know, it's lovely.
Yeah.
By the time you reach back to the dog sled area, it's fully dark now, but the town is lit up like a festive beacon right now. So
See it
you
from
can
miles.
see your way back. Yeah. So and eventually the dogs kind of pull to a halt,
Okay.
and the two riders kind of turn around to their corresponding passengers and say, I hope that ride was enjoyable for you.
It was.
It was delightful, thank you.
I make sure to go and tell each of the dogs in turn that they were good, respected boys or girls, especially Fabio.
Especially Fabio.
Fabio's right up at the front. He's one of those really athletic, lean, super energetic dogs.
Eric's going to say those dogs. Well, starting with Bonnie.
Starting with Bonnie. Okay. So yeah, you guys are introduced to the dogs. The handlers do come with you just to introduce the dogs so that the dogs know that it's okay to go into super friendly, attention-seeking mode. And they get all of the pets and the scritches. And they are the goodest of boys and girls. It's probably a lot of like licking going on, licking your hands and stuff, and just generally being
Skip's a little
excited.
bit grossed out, but he's loving it so much that he can deal with it.
It's affectionate, so
It's alright.
yeah.
I'm loving it.
But yeah, your ride is done. You realize that it is now evening time, so you guys head into town looking for somewhere to board. There are a few options, a couple of inns, and there are several places that turn into almost B&Bs around about the festive time because they know they're going to get a higher amount than usual of visitors to the town.
Guys, let's go find a wee place to stay for the night.
Yes.
It was going to be a day trip, but you know what? Screw it, okay? Let's just let's do it. Yeah.
Get a few more drinks in.
Yeah. I mean, you guys probably plan for a few days because you've traveled quite far, so to make it worth it, you're on day 2 of 7 for the festival, so.
I would like to...
What's the name of the
Sorry, go on.
Sorry.
There are a few options, so it's up to yourselves.
Oh, right, okay.
Is there...
Whether you would want to go high class, low class, fancy inn with a tavern attached to it, or the smaller B&Bs. It's kind of
Always tavern attached.
We'll need to make sure that there's room at the inn, though, because there might not be. It's been known to happen.
Yeah. So you eventually find yourselves a tavern that has some room. I know, just
ignore her. She'll stop.
We got to grow up.
Laughing at your own joke there, Hannah.
Yeah.
Openly,
Yeah.
so. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So yeah, you find an inn that does indeed have a small tavern at the bottom. It's called the Aggressive Hen.
I like it.
There's a story behind that name, and I want it.
So yeah, you guys get yourselves a room for the night. Get yourselves a nice hearty meal. They have roast dinners on during the festive season, so you get a nice roast dinner, a few Yorkshire puddings.
Oh, nice.
So what meat
the
are we
best.
What meat are we talking?
There's 3 different types of meat.
Is there a bird and a bird and a bird?
You basically get an option of your meat of choice, or the triple meat combo, where you get bit of pig, bit of cow, bit of chicken.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
you know Eric likes his meat, so
You go to the triple combo.
Like a cow with a pig, with a turkey, with a chicken, and then right at the bottom there's like a hummingbird, just like a really small one.
no hummingbirds.
Elaborate.
Like a robin,
Abomination on
With a cucumber water with it.
Yes.
I like that you were so excited you said that by breathing in. Yeah.
The irony being that, never mind, whatever.
That's funny.
Skip isn't a vegetarian.
Yeah. So you guys are extremely well fed, and you roll into bed with that kind of aching belly, but it feels good.
Mhm.
That's
And
the
a
light
wonderful
body.
night's sleep is had. I would say this place is probably 8 silver for the night for each of you, so it's up to you if you want to combine that and do party fund or pay separately. But that gets you your meal and a breakfast in the morning.
Ooh,
It's kind of a
breakfast as
steal,
well?
to be fair.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Um,
It's comfortable. I wouldn't say this place is like in the wealthy bracket.
Yeah.
Homely.
It is. It's homely.
That's what we like. We don't.
We
want,
are but humble
don't want too
travelers.
I
fancy.
know. But yes, a comfortable night is had. You awake in the morning, and yeah, head off into town to see what the next day has in store.
I would like to find
Yeah.
out what the third day of the Yule Dude's gift is. Um,
Is it socks? In which case, Fingerless Tim's gonna have a bad time.
oh god, I hope he's not toeless Tim too.
I thought you said he was like it.
Oh yeah, he is
Because-
legless.
because-
You're absolutely
oh,
right.
yeah.
Legless and fingerless. Oh my god.
Oh.
He's
It's
a
just
healthy
the
lad with
torso.
all of his fingers and digits.
Well, at least
He's
his
got
socks will come in
appendages.
handy. He won't
Yeah.
need gloves. He'll just use them for his hands. That's all good.
Yeah.
Handy.
Makeshift mittens. Oh my goodness. So yeah, you
Poor
guys head back to the town. And the usual stuff is out again. Can I get a perception roll from everyone?
You may.
Almost.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Well, that was a good noise. I enjoyed that.
Hey, I'm the one who does weird noises here.
Oh no, pal. Sorry, I'm talking about my dice that I rolled. I don't normally
Oh,
thunk
okay.
it as much as I did there.
I thought we were talking about
Mhm.
Michelle's.
No. I mean, that was a good noise too.
Yeah.
It was great. noise. I
Basher,
love-
what'd you get?
12.
Amber, what'd you get?
3.
Eric?
Oh, Betty.
12 as well.
Okay. And Skip?
16.
Okay. So 12s are aware that the town seems to have a different mood to it. Not everyone. Some people are just milling about, going about their business, opening up a stall, selling stuff to people. There's a couple people that seem a bit off, and there's a lot of chatter going on. The 16 notices that the woman from the orphanage and another woman are currently speaking to a couple of guards.
Oh no.
Oh no, not Timmy.
Anything
Oh,
but this.
hell no.
The little frosted
hell no.
teddy bears.
Oh no. Guys,
Alright,
something's happened.
let's go.
I just head off to go and speak to the woman. Like, it's got absolutely nothing to do with me, but I need to know what's happening.
Follow the big man.
Okay.
He's
So
striding
you
with
kind of
purpose.
head over and sidle up, doing that. I want to get your attention, but I don't want to storm up and just start speaking to you, kind
Yeah,
of
I'm like-
hovering. Yeah, when you're waiting patiently.
I'm
'cause
trying to
you
make
know
sure
good
like my
customer
Ebon
service.
Guard patch on like I'm not very
Yeah,
close. It's just
okay.
making sure that it's showing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like on my
Um,
hip though, so it's like kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Oh.
I imagine you've probably got some manner of strap somewhere that it's attached.
Sure.
Because where else do you put your great axe? Just in your pocket.
Begs the question.
Yeah. In a thigh fold.
Flap.
Please no. Please
That's a shout out to last night's game.
Yeah.
Because Dave proceeded to produce a great axe out of a thigh fold. It's delightful.
no.
Skip's
Um,
thighs
Gonna know.
are both
What do you
toned
do
and
that?
not buttery, so
Yes. Yes. They're chatting away to each other, and you can see that they seem concerned. And when they notice you, the guard kind of turns around and does the "Can I help you?" look. But he does. In fact, let's see if you notice it. Yeah. Okay. You probably know. He's probably aware of the sort of presence and the way that you guys are dressed. That you're not just random
your
civilians,
average-
if you will.
Yeah.
Yeah, not your average bear. And he says, "Oh, what can I do for you?"
We were here yesterday and there was such fine spirits. I see something's happened. I say really pompously.
Yeah,
Can we be of any
there's-
assistance? This is what we do.
there's been and he kind of looks to the woman. The other woman just generally looks concerned and worried and what have you. The woman who runs the orphanage does recognize you guys and gives the guy a nod. And he nods back to her and says, well, there's been a couple of kids have gone missing in the night.
No.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. And he kind of he says that like he's just informing you. But the woman from the orphanage sort of like pipes up to give you the full story because she feels like she can trust you guys. You guys were very generous yesterday. And she says it's the strangest thing, you know. Every year the children are left presents from the Yule dudes. And last night, yeah, I know. It's
Sorry.
really hard to say it with a straight face, but I couldn't name them anything else.
Present, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like Guy Fieri at Christmas.
Right. Yeah. She says, yeah, and last night was the night for bringing gloves, and they each in their shoes, which is where they put the items. It's tradition. And
I wasn't questioning it, okay?
yeah. And she says, but there was a lump of coal in the shoes left out by the child from the orphanage, and then she points at the other woman and she says, yes, and there was a rotten apple in ours. And the woman from the orphanage, I'm saying woman from the orphanage because no name was asked of, so
No,
she's
correct.
the woman from the orphanage.
Awkward.
Says that was only meant to happen if the children were bad, but we've never had bad children. We just assumed it was, you know, part of the legend and a reason for the kids to behave themselves. But sure enough, it was left, and I mean, these were not bad children. I mean, I know the girl of this woman, and they were not bad kids. I don't understand. And as well as leaving them those presents, the children have completely gone missing from their beds.
Maybe you are bad.
She kind of like puts a hand on her chest and says, I'm not bad. I mean, I'm
bad.
too old for that to be a part of me. And this is only for the children. They stop getting it once they reach adulthood.
Yeah. Just Baser has
Could
no idea what
I-
they're talking about. She's
Yeah.
just-
No.
It's just conjecture. It's just-
Could
yeah.
I insight check her?
Yeah.
See if she's genuinely quite upset sounding.
Yeah.
I rolled a nat 1.
Hard to tell.
Children. Think of the
Yeah.
children.
Think of the children!
Think of the children.
Amazing.
Shout out to Maud. R.I.P.
Yeah. Baser is going to be like, if it is hags, they are dead.
Oh God, Beisha.
Well, she kind of.
I mean, she's right.
By that, yeah.
Right, for fuck's sake,
She says,
Beisha.
well,
We've dealt with them
the
before.
Yuldudes are not. They're not hags. I mean, there is Grilla, but she's not a hag. She's.
Grilla.
That's
so
just
cool.
legend. There's no way that is real. She's meant to be the mother of the Yule Dudes, and when children are naughty, she feasts on them, picking her teeth out with their bones. It was just a story to encourage children into behaving well. We've never, ever had an instance of a child being taken, and certainly not at this stage. I've no idea what's going on.
Nope. Nope. Not dealing with cannibals again.
Savage.
Nope.
God damn.
Like hags.
She just kind of like gives you a shrug because no, not for the 4.
So,
She's not really heard much about hags before, so she has nothing to connect that to.
yeah. Baser thinks it's just a hag.
Sure.
So the guard just kind of shrugs and he says, I mean, I wouldn't even know where to start chasing a story, but
Chasing
the children have to be somewhere.
Eric is looking particularly frowny at this stage,
Hmm.
and will say, "There's a kernel of truth in every legend. Where do they come from? These Yule dudes."
Well, I mean, the story. Well, the Yule Dudes is a entire rumor tradition, but here, when we tell the story to children, we say that they come from the woods.
Then that's where we should start.
Did we all see that figure last night?
Just those who rolled high enough.
Okay.
I did.
You did.
Mhm.
I would
saw.
have. I did. Sorry, I completely cocked that up. I meant to discuss it last night.
Yeah.
Well, I wouldn't have thought anything of it, you know.
Mhm.
Until
Sure, everything's weird out here, you know. Whatever. I got guys. Did any of you see that last night on the dog ride sleigh? There was a kind of spooky looking figure in the woods. No.
I just saw a soft skin in the woods.
Yeah, okay, cool. So I didn't imagine it. Good.
I was distracted.
Aishra, do you think you'd be able to find that spot again, where that figure was?
Has it snowed throughout the night? Did I cast dream snow in my sleep?
Well, it's something you would have had to have willingly cast. Yeah.
Is it snowed throughout the night?
Yeah. There's been a dusting.
The tracks might be covered. It could be difficult. I've never tracked in snow.
Snow.
The guard will pipe up and say, I mean, if you want to, you could speak to old Yarrick.
Okay.
He lives on the road out to Tone. You'll know his house, the rickety one that looks like it shouldn't be standing, but is. He's been living here for a long time. He's a gnome, you see, so he's been around a long while, and he is often the one who tells these stories to the children. So perhaps he has more.
He might be a good source of information. Absolutely.
Does he live in the woods?
No, outskirts of town.
Oh.
Okay.
We'll speak to him first.
Yeah, we should speak. Guys, I mean, we need to help these poor kids. Come on.
The longer we wait, the less track there might be.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's
That's
go
true.
find out the legend, and then let's go monster hunt.
Yeah. I'm just gonna see if this. Oh. Yeah.
Is it different music?
Bring the tone down a little bit.
'Cause
Yeah.
that's-
Still Christmassy, right? So you guys,
'cause I still don't have the
Children are
music
missing.
on.
your children are missing, right? Exactly. The mood has changed slightly.
Yeah.
You guys make your way to the outskirts of town on the road that was indicated to you, and you see, sure enough, there's this house. It kind of looks like the Weasleys' house in Harry Potter in a way, but not quite so tall. It's rickety and at slightly odd angles, and doesn't look like it should be standing, but somehow is.
Magic.
Magic or lies. Do it.
I can just imagine there's as you head that way and get out the road. I'm gonna say that through your connection now, Beishra, of the snow being the gift for your friends, you just somehow manifest it to start snowing. And this time it comes out of your good hand, not your bad hand.
Oh.
Yeah. And just these, you know, that really delightful, big, thick snowflakes?
Oh,
It's that
snowflake.
falling from the sky. Yeah. Real soft, fluffy kind. And you head up and you can see this house right in front of you.
That was quite a good one.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't.
Does it look like if anyone's home? Can I roll?
Sure. Roll perception for me.
Oh, a natural one.
Oh.
I landed on the
Yes.
table and not on my computer mat. I blame the table.
I mean, it barely looks like a home to you. So. Mm-hmm.
I'll go up to the door.
Okay.
And I'll knock.
Too distracted with
All right.
snow.
You see that there's this door knocker, and you give it a knock. It's kind of shaped like a deer's head, so like you
Oh,
hold on to the
cute.
antlers and give it a little knock.
Oh.
And opening the door with scraggly, scruffy, stand on end, like shock of white hair, and these really really big thick glasses, so like it makes his eyes look like Mr. Magoo style. The eyes are almost as big as the actual glass.
I love it.
And he opens up the door, blinks slowly a couple of times, and goes, "Hello."
Hi, are you old Yarrick?
That's me, yes. Nice to meet you.
Hi. We were told to come and speak to you. You might be able to help us with something. We hear you're kind of an expert on kind of the season, you know, about the Yule dudes and...
Oh, yes,
Gorilla.
yes. I know the tales.
Yeah.
Do come in. And he kind of
come in.
steps back a little bit. And he's like rickety looking. He's old for a gnome, which is saying something because they're super like long-lived. And he makes room for you. Skip, you are absolutely going to have to duck to get into this house. But as you make your way in, you all kind of have to lower your head slightly, apart from Eric. But when you get in, the roof is high enough that you don't feel too uncomfortable. It's almost like it's bigger on the inside in a way. So you head in, and there's just like a mishmash of different looking furniture, and some of it's like upholstered, some of it's nice wood, and there's just a shock to the system. There's just so much going on.
Yeah,
in
it's very busy.
in this house. Yeah, it's a very busy house.
Busy. Okay.
With knickknacks and trinkets and all these kind
Bits
of
and baubles
keepsakes.
for your good lady.
Indeed. So he kind of motions to the seats and says, come in, take a seat. Can I make a drink for any of you?
Do you have hot chocolate?
Yes, I could do a hot chocolate.
Thank you.
I'm Skip, by the way. Hi.
Hi. Hello. Hello.
I introduced the gang. We were here. I'm sorry. First things
Chocolate.
first. Yes, please. That would be great. Hot chocolate.
Excellent,
Chocolate.
excellent. And he kind of wanders off into his kitchen, and you just hear a lot of knocking and clanging and bangs and things dropping and all this kind of just all this sort of like general rummaging. And eventually he comes through with a tray. And when he's walking, it's kind of doing that like that shugly thing because his hands are a little shaky now. So you just hear the
Acorn antiques.
it's kind of like ooh,
Amazing.
yeah. Acorn antiques is very that. And he gets it popped down on the table and then takes a seat, and pushes himself up, and he says, "There we are.
There we are, and here we are. And...
I put marshmallows in it. I hope that's all right."
Oh. Sure. Skip likes marshmallows. First of all, Skip thinks to himself, "Should we be good in here? But a bit old pumpkin spice, just to mix it up a wee bit."
You just you take a sip and you're like, I mean, it's chocolatey, but is it festive enough? You kind of get this whirl, and it smells like pumpkin spice, nutmeg, and cinnamon. Just, and you're like, "Ooh, what's
Tis
that?"
the season.
And in your hand, you have a pumpkin spice, hot chocolate in your hands.
I actually don't know if that would be nice. Guess we'll
Me
find out.
personally, I don't really like the taste of it, but yes.
Yeah, personally.
So he like pushes his glasses up his nose. And what can I do you for? The story you said.
Yeah, I'm sad to report. Sorry, I've introduced everyone, by the way.
Yeah. He nods along, and you get the impression that he nods along, being polite. The likelihood of him retaining any of the information is minimal.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
He's like, yes, sure.
I'm sorry to report that some children have gone missing from the town.
Oh my.
And we believe it may have something to do with the Yule dudes. And because, you know how, they were supposed to get gloves yesterday? The ones that went missing, there were lumps of coal left for them and things that would suggest that they had been badly behaved. But by all reports, they were not. Something is wrong here. Do you have any thoughts? Has this happened before in your knowledge?
Not that I'm aware of. There was a time where we had particularly naughty children in one of the households, and they got the little lumps of coal, rotten fruit, that kind of thing. Unpleasant things, for unpleasant children. It's meant to be a reflection of your heart, And they were not very nice children, but after a while they grew unhappy at seeing the other children with these toys, and they changed their behavior, and by all accounts they started receiving the good toys by the 7th day. But I've never heard of children going missing. It is said that Grilla is the mother of the Yule dudes, and she would eat those children who are particularly naughty, but we've never really had it happen. We believe her a myth, and surely she would starve if she had no naughty children. I've never heard of them going missing before the 7 days are out. I mean, the thinking is it gives them a chance to correct their behavior, but...
It's a no-nonsense approach.
I'm not sure if it's necessarily in the nature of the Yodas. They're a cheerful, if slightly cheeky lot.
Have you... Okay, so... Just level with me here. I'm not... This isn't necessarily a tradition that I've grown up with, so it's all kind of new to me.
You don't look from around these parts.
No.
No.
Skip's
No,
doing
I'm not
that
from
thing
around
where
these
he's like
parts.
picking up the accent a little piece at a time, and it's just
Okay.
terrible.
Yeah.
No. So forgive my ignorance, okay? I'm truly sorry. Is this real?
Well, the Yule dude's certainly real. I mean, the presents appear, and it is not the parents who do it.
It's not the parents.
No.
Okay. Follow-up question to that. Do you know where they live?
And he kind of strokes his beard. Thinks for a moment. Well, I do have, I have something. And he kind of hops off his seat and goes scampering off again. And you can hear him now at a bookshelf and a desk, and you can just hear paper being ruffled and books falling off and all this kind of. And he comes back with this large book, well, large for him in his hands. And he comes over and pops back up and pops it down. Opens up the book and starts flicking through a few pages. And he says, well, in these parts, this has certainly been documented as where we believe that the Yule dudes live. They live in different, each of them has a different part of the woods that they stay in. Although it is all kind of the same area. And he kind of passes the book over to you. And it's a really old, this is a very old book, you know, where the paper is quite thin and it's all been hand inked, and it's really, really beautiful by all accounts. And there's some small like writing in that fanciful scroll, like it's and it's a little difficult to read, but you can see that there is this map of the town, smaller than it currently is, because this was drawn up a while ago. But within the woods, you can see little depictions of several gnomes, each of them with a slightly different demeanor to them, if you will. And he says, well, this is where they're believed to live. Whether you believe in those stories or not is up to you, but I certainly think it to be true.
You believe in it? Okay. We were told by the townspeople that you were the expert in this.
I've certainly heard the story more than others, and although many believe it to be a myth, the Yule dudes, I do believe that they are real. And
do you... Okay, I have two questions. Says Skip. Just lay it on me here. What are the Yule dudes' names? And which order do they come in?
All right. Let me just
find it in my book here.
Yeah, I'm just gonna look through my notes.
Sorry.
Asking the tough questions.
I know, I'm sorry.
Hey, these are the things you need to know. And... Right. Okay. The order. Because I wrote them down in a list and they're not necessarily... Get my order.
Okay.
The first knight is a pair of warm socks.
Okay.
And that is delivered by Nimwent.
Nimwent. Okie doke.
The G is silent.
Yes, I wrote the G there.
Second is the pair of warm gloves. And that is by Wimtoss.
Wimtoss.
Third, you get a pair of shoes. A nice new pair of shoes. And that is by Pantip.
Okay.
Then you get some candy canes. And that is by Jillbag.
Candy.
Yeah.
If you're good, Beisha.
Yeah. Then you get a scented candle from Garver.
From Garver.
Garfield?
always
My main
beautiful
man
colours.
Garver here.
No,
I
right? I'm
remember
all
when
about
I was
Garver.
a young man. Yeah. When I was a young man.
I loved a candle.
Yeah. On the 6th night, the child gets chocolate.
Oh.
And that is by Snumduck. And then lastly, on the night before Ice Dawn, you get a toy from Bob Keg.
Bob Keg.
So, by my reckoning,
Hmm.
tonight is the night of Pantip?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, my follow-up question to this, thank you for that, by the way, very helpful,
Mhm.
very
Quite.
detailed, thank you, much appreciated.
Mhm.
Do you know where one would find Wimtoss and his place? On your map here, do you know which is which?
Yes, and he heads over and he translates
Hmm.
because a lot of this writing is in Gnomish.
Yeah.
So he says this one here, and he points to one that is off towards the center of the woods. He says that would be Wimtoss right there. You can tell his hat is always at a slight angle.
Jaunty.
So, I
Mhm.
mean, guys, what do you think? If we were to go to this place, do you think that the children who are missing, would they be from last night or tonight? Last
Last
night,
night, that's when-
presumably.
Dead person.
Yeah, last night.
Let's go.
On the map here,
Mm-hmm.
sorry, my voice. Excuse me.
Do.
Do you?
Dying slowly. Dudes.
Dude.
Would I be able to figure out where we are in relation to that? Like, no, that's not what I'm asking. Nah, shut up, Hannah. I wouldn't be able to figure out. I'm trying to figure out if I can figure out. I've said figure out too many times.
Yeah. You
where
can
the
indeed.
figure
There's-
in the woods was. On the map.
Yes, you can figure out because you can see where the outskirts of the town is, which is where you currently are. You're on the outskirts of the town, where his house.
Would I, with my wanderer skill,
Hmm.
Oh, thank God.
You
pressure.
would, provided you take a minute to properly analyze this map and where the town is and where the roads go, would be able to use that to gain advantage on trying to find things in the woods.
then I do so.
Mm-hmm.
I give Beisha a knowing look. Even if it's not reciprocated, I do it.
Yeah.
I'm like... Although my camera's reversed, so it's...
Yeah, that way. Yeah.
Wait, should we look towards each other? Do I go that way? No.
Yeah.
Do I go that way?
No, you're going the wrong way. You're doing a Beisha.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh dear.
It's like the
Okay.
worst Brady Bunch ever.
Top
Yes.
shelf. Top shelf.
Yeah. So yeah, he allows you to look at this map, and then he kind of heads over, and he says, "And this area here," and there's sort of like a denser portion of the forest further in, and then flips over the page, and you see depicted in this drawing that's very. It's kind of, for those of you who have seen it, it's kind of art the way that Holly Conrad does her art. You know, the way she draws Strix and that.
Yeah.
There's this woman who's corpulent and nasty looking. In fact, she almost looks like a Quentin Blake, like,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
the twits.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of, you know,
I love
like
Quentin Blake.
hair that's kind of all over and this big nose, and she looks really wicked, and her fingers look a little too long. And he says, "That there, that's Gorilla."
Kind of thing you see coming out of Club Tropicana.
Gorilla.
Drinks
That's
are free.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not at all. Okay, so where does she stay? Do you know?
Never really heard, given that we've never really had to encounter her much before, but I would suspect she lives in that darker portion of the woods.
Do I see that on the map?
I've gotten less rickety old man. I'll try and resort back to my rickety old man. I think she lives there.
Okay.
Mm.
Would she care what happens to her son?
I'm not sure, given that she eats children. I'm not sure her morals are very standing.
Yeah.
If she eats children, why did she not eat her own?
maybe they don't taste nice.
Fair.
Sure. No, I'm not gonna mat again. It's fine.
Good for you.
Well, I believe I've helped you all that I can.
Thank you ever so much, old Yarrick.
Mm.
Yarrick.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you very
Thank you
much.
for our drinks.
Scop. He gives you a little wave.
Stop. Sure.
Did I see the darker part of the woods depicted clearly in the map, or was it not
Yeah,
that?
it's like
okay.
the trees got denser, which kind of created this darker portion.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The woods, into the woods.
Into the woods.
Do you think we should
Guys,
maybe
yeah.
try find the one from last night? Chat to
Yeah.
him.
The
Give
Yule
him a
dude.
visit.
Yeah. And be like, yo, where's your mom at?
I mean, we could, but we could also
Where's
go and
your mama gone? Where's your mama gone?
try.
Or just find.
I think
Yeah, okay.
that if there's going to be children eating happening, it'll be sooner rather than later.
That's true.
Generally, that's how it goes.
As we've done this before.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know. I mean, guys, group consensus. What do we do?
We go into the forest, we find the Yule dude. And
Singular.
maybe threatening him will bring out his mother.
That's true.
Or not. If we
Interesting.
make enough noise, she'll
Yeah.
come for us.
But I mean, we need to find out why they're doing this now, because it hasn't been a problem really up until now. So before we, jump to conclusions, there might be a very legitimate reason that they're taking these children.
What if we wait for her to return?
The mother or the children?
The mother. Surely she will take more children. Once a creature finds a ample feeding ground, it will return for more.
Eric's frown deepens further, if such a thing is possible.
His face inverts.
Yeah. He's just like cat bug face.
He's particularly angry, saying that no child should be put in danger.
Well, that's the answer. We need to go and do this ASAP.
Should we go? So just go straight to the dark woods and see what we can see.
Yeah.
Not a lot because it's dark.
Run straight to the dangerous part.
Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
it. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Throw caution.
All right.
Did I
so
cast?
you...
Oh, sorry. Did I cast Dream of Snow before we went into his house there?
Yeah.
Okay. I rolled for it. It's 7 hours.
7 hours, so it's going to be snowing for
Cute.
7 hours.
Yeah.
I'll cover our tracks. That's probably good.
At least it'll be cute on our adventure to death.
And bears, though. If we're trying
Yeah.
to find
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
I am getting vibes of Horde of the Dragon Queen at this point.
Mm.
And, yeah, guys, let's go down this tunnel. It must be secret and not part of the. Oh, there's a dragon.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
the end.
Oh, it's a dragon, I know.
Spoiler.
Oh my god.
That was one of my favorite bits of that whole campaign.
That was really funny. For those of you who have played or have watched or are aware of the Horde of the Dragon Queen module, these guys, when they got to the floating castle, right at the end of that book, they went in, snuck their way in, went into the cave system all the way down, straight to the white dragon first, before anything else. Hilarious. And then the entire castle was on high alert. Lol.
A+. A+.
A+. It was great. It was so on brand.
That's it.
Right, so you guys head off. When you get out of his home, you are at the outskirts of town already. Are you going on foot?
Do we have the horses?
I imagine you got here somehow.
We came in a cart, you said.
Mm,
yeah.
Wagon.
Yeah.
This time.
Yeah, for quite a far travel. Yeah.
I mean, we could ask about taking the doggos.
The dogs.
I don't know. It's dangerous.
We're
You
going
don't
into
want to
deep,
put them.
tangly forest.
Mm-hmm.
The dogs are not part of this.
I say we just go.
Yeah, let's just go on foot.
Okay.
Be
Okay.
faster on foot.
Well, I mean,
Mhm.
maybe not with like snowdrifts, but it's okay. We'll cross
Yeah.
that bridge.
I
So fireballs are for. All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you guys head off on foot into the woods. you are at that sort of like sparse part at first. It takes you a little while. Eventually, you get in deep enough where you're mostly surrounded by trees. Beishra, can you roll survival for me for trying to find this area? You get advantage because you were analyzing that map.
What time of day is it?
It's now late morning.
Okay, that's fine.
And this dice. Oh, 3 and what's that? What is that? It's 19.
Okay. Yeah, so you make your way through the woodlands. You sort of pass between an area where on the map that you'd seen, there would be a Yule lad about 100 feet either side of you. So there's like one on one side, one on the other. But you pass through the center of that to try and make your way straight to this denser part of the woods. And eventually you do get to a part where the trees are closer together, they're bigger. The foliage is denser as well, but the snow is sitting on it now, so it's kind of like walking through just a forest of Christmas trees almost.
Cute.
But it does start to get denser and darker. Yeah,
I voiced
to
this
proceed.
one. Yeah.
Can you see enough, Beishra?
It's not like darkness.
Okay.
It's dark in that it kind of looks like a gloomy day because a lot of the whatever sunlight, but because it's snowing.
Okay.
I'm sure many people in chat and you guys have been when it's really dense snow and it lights up the place almost because the snow itself is absorbing a lot of light. So even though you're in the woods and it's a darker version of that, there's enough light in the sky that it's kind of you can still see.
Yeah.
Got you.
I can see.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hey, guess what, Andrew?
What?
I can see in the dark now. Got some goggles.
What?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Sorry,
goggles and
anyway.
night vision.
Yay.
you got
You're
your
a cyborg
thing
now.
as well.
Yeah,
Yes.
you've got a necklace of adaptation. I'll send
We'll
you the stats
talk
for that
later.
if I haven't already. Yeah. But yeah, so you guys are making your way through the woodland. How do you wish to proceed?
Guess
Festively.
I'm first.
I will go behind Beishra with both guns in hand, ready for pew-pewing.
We don't need to walk in a line there, guys. Keep this in mind.
Yeah.
But we'll just
Pink Panther
Like
style.
Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paced out, like
Mhm.
yeah. I'll certainly be ahead of the pack.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I want to stay kind of not close to Beishra, but reasonably near Beishra.
Yeah.
Keep my buddy. Make sure she's
I'll
safe.
put Ember towards the back there. Okay. All right, so you guys are heading into this dense woodlands. Can Beishra do another roll for me just to try and make your way through here?
With advantage again.
Advantage, yeah.
Because I'm in a forest now. 16, one better, so that is 20. 29.
Yeah. Yeah, you're finding your way through this easy enough. You're aware that you've never had to go through a forest that has this much snow on the ground. Or there's not as much snow here as there is in other parts because it's just not able to reach the ground. It's mostly staying on the tops of the trees. But it's definitely snowy, and you're making sure that you're stepping over any roots or dangerous points or pits and stuff like that, and the rest are following you. And you make your way through, and eventually, in the dirt, you start to see heavy footprints that are moving almost like past your path. So not coming from the direction you're coming from. So it's not like they've come the path that you're coming, but going across your path and then across your path. So there's lots of toing and froing and general heavy footprints. Some are older than others.
Okay.
So it's like some are fainter, some look a little fresher. There's general big heavy footprints in this area that all seems to be slowly congregating deeper into the woods. And ahead of you, you start to see what appears to be the entrance of a cavern.
Oh.
Oh.
Was it just Beishra who noticed the footprints, or have we all kind of just Beishra?
It's up to
I did the
Beishra.
check. I did the check.
Yeah, you
It's
did.
my check.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. I'm sorry. I was just wondering. It's alright.
When
I mean, I imagine they get they get big enough that you guys would start to notice.
and
Yeah.
I'll
I like that the
stop
music
people.
turned there and got really
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, I'll stop people like walking. So when I kind of see them, I'm like, shh, like a little guttural noise, so I can kind of inspect them.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, "There's an entrance."
Mm.
All right.
Magic.
We better act quickly, I think, for
Yeah,
this.
I agree.
Save the
Charging
children.
blindly.
Save the children.
Let's just go storm
Save the children. Save the world.
I was gonna say that.
All right, so you guys start to make your way in. How do you wish to proceed into this cave? You don't have to be single file here. It's a fairly wide opening, but just general your demeanor and how you're approaching it.
I will stand to the left for the approach angle.
Mm-hmm.
Say guns drawn, ready for use. The usual dandelion leading, marigold brought up for
Mm-hmm.
shooting.
Good. I would like to float, please.
Okay. Up on his hoverboard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No hoverboard, but basically a hoverboard.
Basically a hoverboard. Okay.
Yeah, great axe ready to go because saving these kids. God damn it.
Yeah. All right.
Spear.
Ready. Okay.
And
So.
very cool. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's not my nature to go quietly, so.
Yeah, you're just kind of strolling in.
Yeah.
You're wanting to rescue these kids. So you guys walk your way into the cave system. For a while, it stays at the same sort of like width and height. Eventually, after a little while, it starts to widen up a little bit. It does get darker as you make your way in, but there's enough of an opening because the entrance to this is still quite wide that there's remnants of daylight. So it's just dim lighting rather than dark lighting. And eventually it opens up, and the smell is really, really potent here. Kind of a perception check from everyone as you head in.
Oh, you may.
Perception sniffing.
No.
Sure.
No, you can't.
7 plus 4.
Okay, Beisha.
11 from Beisha.
Okay, Amber.
15.
Okay, Eric.
Natural 1.
Hey, and Skip.
17.
Okay. So Eric, meh. Pass. Question mark.
That's a nasty smell.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say certainly Skip and Beisha, you guys are aware that it smells like just damp and mildew and slightly rotten meat and just dirtiness, and it's really not pleasant.
Like that kind of, that close feeling of smell.
Yeah.
You know
thick.
that?
Oh, yeah,
It's a thick smell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a thick smell. Very potent on the senses. And you do also see ahead of you this lumbering, large form of a woman. You were perhaps expecting her to be of a humanoid size, but she is in fact a size larger than that. And she turns around slowly with her head, looking down at you all, towering over even Skip. And you see she kind of does this wicked, it's not even a grin, just like a half a smile, bit of a grimace, like just this look at you with gnarled, old, rotten teeth. And she just at you. Everyone to roll initiative.
God damn it.
I wonder if this is going to be more battle worthy.
My notes are we're trying to find a gorilla, but like a gorilla, like it's like a for a gorilla. That's my notes. Anyway, I just wanted to share.
What did Beisha get?
Beisha got a 13. Casey got 11.
11. Amber?
15.
Eric?
Natural 20, so 22.
Nice. And Skip?
5.
Just Replication will be with me just because it's like the next day.
Yeah.
We had a great day with Amber.
Aww, look
It was
at
so cozy.
Not so
He
much the
was
bobbing
so
for apples
cozy.
part, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
All right. And there she goes. Okay. I think I'm just gonna go and put on regular fight music.
Do it.
Fine music.
Please be
Do
my
it.
favorite. My favorite.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay. Right, up first is Eric with that stonker of a roll. You
Well,
see this lumbering creature ahead of you.
we're going to do something new,
Wow.
which I haven't done yet.
Wow.
Because I didn't realize it was at level 2, and it was complicated to figure out. I've got action search.
I
Hey!
fucking
So-
knew he had action surge. Sorry.
Yeah,
Anyway.
and I just didn't think to use it before. So,
No.
with a cry of "fuck off, you spooky bitch,"
Mhm.
I'm going to fire twice.
Okay.
Do you want me to roll both hits together?
Um,
Just one at a time, as usual.
one at a time, and just roll your damage with it.
Where's my... It'd help if I actually rolled all the dice instead of half the dice. That's required. Where is it? I can't see it. So that is a 11 to hit.
Does not hit.
Damn it, Dandelion. Right. 2.
Mm-hmm.
Even worse. Never mind.
Oh dear.
Damn it. So much
You
for
kind
my
of,
first action search.
yeah, you're shooting into her, and it just seems to be going into rags. Like it doesn't seem to be doing much damage to her.
Hmm.
And she kind of makes a growly, gurgly noise. And then it's Ember.
Sorry, I was muted. Okay. I'm going to try something here that probably is not going to work, but we'll try anyway. I'm going to try to enlarge reduce on her.
Okay.
The reduce side of it, obviously.
Mhm.
So if a target is unwilling, it can make a Constitution saving throw. On success, the spell has no effect.
Okay.
Scooby-Doo.
She rolled a 13, and she gets a plus 5 to her con. Jesus.
No.
So that's
Oh,
a
that one.
18.
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Constitution's like
Plus.
the main thing she's good at.
Oh, what? Okay, damn.
It was
It's worth a try.
ace idea.
Uh,
Ace idea.
Yeah, when it works.
Absolutely.
When it
Just
works,
because it's
it's
just
wonderful.
fucking huge. I'm like, hell no. Oh well.
One
Okay.
day it'll work. It'll be good.
Yeah. Anything else?
Um,
Excuse me.
I am okay just now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Beisha.
I'm going to launch my spear at her,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to do ensnaring strike.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so that's my okay. Fuck it. Nope, my spear is
Fuck it.
thrown. Thrown is plus because of things. Oh my god. So that's I don't know if that's already added. 12 and 5. So 10. 10 to hit. Sorry, I wasn't sure if that was already added up.
Yeah.
10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Mhm.
Oh.
Dink.
Yeah. I mean, it hits. It just doesn't do it. It just kind of like it's going towards her, and then just generally catches a bit of a gust and hits her kind of sideways, smacks her in the chest.
It would
Yeah,
have been so cool.
It would've been.
Inconveniences her.
yeah. She just looks at it.
Blurred.
What's that?
Blurg.
Okay, Kaysen.
He will be ready. I haven't given him a command, so he will just be like,
Yeah,
ready.
ready. Okay. It is now her turn.
Oh.
So she's gonna come stomping in.
Mm-hmm.
And we've got. So she's gonna go for Beisha.
Yeah.
You're near the
I
front
should have
there.
said. I should have said ready for in case she comes near me. Never mind.
Darn.
So she's gonna make 2 attacks at you.
Ooh.
12 to hit.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
And that's even worse. 13.
No.
Okay. So she comes forward and she uses her claws, and then she uses like her big gross mouth and tries to like take a bite at you. I
Gross.
I don't like it when things try to bite me.
Yeah, you just kind of duck out of the way. Cool, that was her turn. So she's now up against you, and Skip, it is your turn.
Fantastic. I would like to burst into Barbarian Rage, please.
Glorg.
A Christmas Rage, though.
Oh.
And I've still got my, like, knitted hat and beard situation going on. So it's extra.
God, it's kinda
We
hard.
all do.
I know we all do.
Of course we do.
I'm just reminding you
fine.
all, just casually.
Iced
Yep.
on.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna go balls to the wall with my great axe and run towards her, please.
Okay. Do so.
I do. Holy smokes. 24 to hit.
That
Nice.
hits, yes.
Yes, correct. Oh, 10 slashing. It's not my finest damage, not gonna lie, but it's
Alright.
acceptable.
Okay. Excellent. Now it is back up to Eric.
Right. Dandelion.
Mm.
Shot number 3.
Mm-hmm.
17 damage.
That hits.
For 11 damage, please.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Is that everything?
That's off everything, yeah.
Okay.
Because the
Good.
action sturge was more of an action splurt.
Yeah. It was a sudden. Ember.
I am going to give this a wee try on all the new things today.
Mm-hmm.
Do Potion of Speed. I'm gonna brew it together real quick because I haven't done it yet because I'm an idiot. But yeah, and take that. So that grants me, my speed is doubled. I gain +2 to my AC, advantage on dexterity, and additional action. So,
Nice.
Oh.
oh yeah,
Awesome.
I need that. So
That's
there
very
we go.
exciting.
I know, right? And I won't do anything else. So that's it. That's all I'm doing.
Because that's your action, yeah.
Yeah.
Got it. So you're prepared.
I'm ready.
Good. You're feeling energized.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay.
So basically Red Bull.
Yeah. Besha.
Within range. Hunter's Mark's no hit with a weapon. No, Hunter's Mark wouldn't carry on to my bite, would it? 'Cause it's a weapon attack.
I would say I'd allow it, to be honest, because your teeth are still a weapon. Like, you're still causing damage to someone, so I'll allow it.
Awesome. I'ma bite her.
Some might
You
not.
try
but
bite
I'll
me?
allow it.
I'll
Yeah.
try bite you with
Yeah.
Hunter's Mark.
Because the connection of Hunter's Mark is from you, her, not your weapon to her. So 'cause you can change weapons, if that makes sense. So
my
why not?
Bites +2, that is 15.
Means to beat.
Oh.
She's a tough old bitch.
So I'm like
She
in her
is.
in her thigh.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh no.
right at her
Thighs again.
thigh. Yeah,
In her thigh.
buttery
When
thighs.
you you know when you walk into a table at that slightly upper thigh part and it hurts. That's where I am.
Yeah, ooch.
Oh,
A corner.
yeah.
That is shit. Okay, so that's a 1 from a bite.
hmm
So we know.
and
we
then-
nibble.
6 for Hunter's Mark. So it kind of, in my vision, it flares up her.
Yeah.
Illuminating my arm.
Awesome. So you've stamped her with your intention to kill her.
And does she bleed?
Yeah.
Or is it like death cape?
She bleeds. She's bleeding, but it's kind of gross. But it's blood. It's
mean,
not like
yeah.
rotten. It's not like an undead taste. It's just, like biting a really, really dirty creature.
Yeah. Is it like that time where I was having the biting match with that floating head thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Things like that.
You just
Oh,
biting
God.
each other. That was hilarious.
That's really
Yeah.
gross.
So you've suitably taken a nosh out of her. Casing.
He's going to do the same.
Yeah, he sees his mama doing it and he's like, I can do
Yeah, well, this is the thing that we're doing. Yeah. Nom nom nom. Oh no. It's 11. So no. Yeah, it's fine.
No.
Get
That's not
overexcited. Oh, we're biting. Ah.
He tries. He fails. He just bites. He does bite, but because of just the length of his teeth, he mostly gets fabric.
Okay.
Yeah.
I lost my pen.
Now it's her turn, so she's gonna try and smack down at you again.
Yeah, that's fair.
Get off of me! Well, she's saying that you can't understand her. She's not speaking common.
I lost my pen.
15 to hit.
Meet and beat.
Oh.
Now that I got my AC ring.
Ooh.
But I can't take a note of it, so it doesn't apply.
Doesn't count.
7 piercing damage with her teeth, and then she's gonna go in for the claw for 14. So that I'm assuming doesn't hit. Okay. So she does get you with her teeth and tries to claw at you, but fails.
Where does she bite me? If I'm on her thigh.
Your shoulder.
She just curls up like a lowercase c.
It's kind of gross, yeah, because her teeth aren't sharp necessarily, in a pointy sense.
Kind of thing.
They're flat. Yeah, they're flat but sharp along the edge.
Oh.
So yeah.
Oh. Your saliva's on me now.
Serrated.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. Okay. That's her turn now. It's Skip. Skipo Riverfist.
Thuligate. Question. Did I... No. Would I have to roll perception to see if I heard what she said there?
What languages do you speak?
Giant.
You would understand her.
What'd she say?
Nice.
She basically just said, "What the fuck is that?"
Yeah.
Worth it.
Gross.
All right, whatever.
Okay. Fuck it. I'm just gonna run in and try and hit her again.
Yeah,
Basically.
hack away.
Yeah. Why not?
Because he's a basic bitch, so why not?
He is a basic bitch. Maths. 22 to hit, please.
That definitely hits.
Hooray for me. 15 slashing.
Nice.
I'm going kind of mid-torso today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You can reach up there because you're quite tall.
Yeah.
All right. So you kind of thunk into the side of her, and she. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Oh, gargled.
Mm.
Excuse me while I vomit.
Eric.
Right, come on, Dandelion, last shot. Redeem yourself. We can change dice for this one, so it's a match.
Okay.
No.
Oh.
It wasn't a fail though, was it?
No, it wasn't an
Okay.
explosion.
It wasn't a misfire. Okay, good.
Yeah.
All right, Ember.
Okay, so I'm going to use my first action to try and cast Witch's Ball at 2nd level.
Okay.
Please and thank you.
Thank you, please.
Oh, fuck. Hold on. 17?
That hits.
Woo!
Congrats.
For 18 damage.
Oh.
Okay.
And I'm not using my second thing because don't need to.
Okay.
It was
All
just in case I missed, and then I was like, I'm gonna do it again.
Okay. Is there anything else you would like to do? I would say that once you've cast a spell that level, you could do a cantrip, provided it's not concentration.
Yeah, I don't have no.
Okay.
No.
All right.
Merry Christmas one.
Just put the dancing lights on her. Yeah, go for it.
Lights.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Baestra.
Sorry.
So her blood dripping down my face. It's ruining my little beard thing. I'm gonna take out my dagger and then continue to slash at that bite wound on her to try and bring her down to our level.
Go.
Right.
17.
That hits.
Yeah. And I still have Hunter's Mark. 1d4 and 6. Sorry. Regular damage is 3 plus 1, so 4, and then Hunter's Mark damage is 4.
Okay.
Hitting a vein.
Yeah. You're hacking up at her leg. It's kind of gross.
She's kind of like faltering on that leg.
She's yeah. She's like wincing at it and stuff, and trying to pull back from you, not failing. No, not succeeding, not failing.
Not failing.
Not failing.
Wrenches herself from
Not
you.
failing.
I mean, yeah. Kason.
He will strike.
Mhm.
So she's a little bit too big to constrict. He's only a babby.
Yeah. He's not even gonna get all his way around her thigh.
No. He got the same. No, he didn't. He got a 7 + 6, 13. So never mind. He didn't get the same
He
thing.
tried.
But it's still bad.
He tried. Right. It's her turn again. That is a 16.
For me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For 8 piercing.
She
And
biting
then just the same spot. She's just trying to like get in at your shoulder. And then she's gonna go in with her claws for
Oh no, is that a natural 20?
yeah. For her claws, and her claws is our big doozy. Oh, drop the dice.
Oh, fuck.
No.
Oh, pants.
Oh,
For
figs.
Oh god.
18 slashing.
Fucking hell!
I can take it.
Don't do that again, guys.
Yeah. Bites and then just she just kind of rips into your back, and as she does so, you guys can kind of see her claws coming off and just facial blood just flinging from her claws.
This invigorates Skip
My
to try
leather
harder.
straps snap.
Yeah.
You're naked now.
I am totally naked. I only have that belt across my body, my hips now.
Yeah.
Scandalous.
All right, that is her turn. What a turn. Now it's Skip. He's slicing up your pal.
This is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Yeah.
Gonna
I like that, generally speaking, Skip's rages are just, leave my friends alone.
Madam, that is not the correct protocol.
Yeah.
sure. It's like the embodiment of being torn between being professional and loving your friends.
Yeah.
His rage. So yeah, he's gonna run in. Quick question.
Mm.
In fact, I'll do my roll first, and then we'll get to that.
Okay.
So I'll run in with my great axe, swiping, to avenge Veshra's injuries. For
I let the straps.
19 to hit.
That hits.
Oh, okay, cool, good. Ooh.
Oof.
9 slashing.
Okay.
And then, is a cantrip a bonus action or is it an action?
It's an act.
Depends.
Yeah. Which one was it you got?
Pumpkin spice latte.
Oh yeah, it's an action for that one.
Oh.
Well, we're gonna be the blood taster.
Yeah, I was.
It's fine.
At least make it sweet, like taste nice.
You know what? For festive fun and just style points, I'll allow it for as a bonus action. Sure.
Okay, thank you, please. I'll like turn, just shoot daggers at Gorilla and be like, "You're getting bitten. At least let them enjoy it."
You're gonna be pumpkin spiced.
Yeah, pumpkin spice
yeah,
blood.
She tastes like pumpkin spice now.
Sure.
Unconventional use of it. I like it.
Yeah,
Style points. Style points. In fact, you can get inspiration for that.
Oh yeah.
First inspiration.
DM inspiration. Yeah.
I knew as soon as you were like, in fact, I was like, she's gonna do it.
Yeah.
She's gonna give a DM inspiration.
That's exciting.
You can keep that for such time as you wish to use it, and it will give you advantage on a roll.
Cool. Note to
Yeah.
self.
You're welcome. Yeah.
There you go. Mary
That's what that little box above your proficiency is for. Yeah. Okay.
Yay! That's exciting.
Yay! Entertained. Okay. It is now. Sorry, getting all distracted with myself. It's Eric's turn.
Right. Marigold is up.
Mm-hmm.
Come on,
Do it,
Marigold.
Marigold.
Oh, I was almost at 20, but now it's still... No, 12. It was on 20 and then just rolled back down to 10.
Not quite. Welcome back, Eric. That's really sad.
You've been
Okay.
doing really well recently.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I don't know when I was...
He's been doing pretty well. Yeah. Ember.
I'm just gonna roll my damage. 13. And can I use Nature's Gift as my second action?
Hang on. Your first. I mean, you can. Yes, you can do that. However, you also just landed the killing blow.
Oh!
Describe it for me.
Okay.
Because you're technically cooking her with all this electricity, and she tastes like pumpkin spice. So,
Is it pumpkin spice in the air? I'm like, ooh, what does that smell? And it sounds delightful. And I'm just, because I'm like, as I'm cooking her more, I'm just realizing it's smelling more. So I'm like, oh yes! Like, I don't know. I'm just enjoying it more. Yes!
Skip is in the corner going, yeah.
Yes, queen!
See, this is sounding more and more like a Starbucks basic bitch version of Darth Sidious.
Yes. I love it.
And thus, Grilla, the child eater, was cooked to death and basted in pumpkin spice.
Follow-up question to that bombshell.
Yeah.
Can I see children anywhere?
Roll perception for me. In her belly. No, I'm kidding.
I know, right? You just cooked them. 16.
Okay. You can see towards the back, ever so slightly around a corner, but you can see the glint of metal, and it seems there's a cage towards the back, and the gentle, scared sobbing of some children.
It's a Christmas miracle.
Yeah. They're just
Like number 6.
I know numbers.
No.
Yeah. I will drop my
Guys,
rage, like, just go.
Yeah. You're
They
doing
won't run over to you.
You're doing party mom mode where like you're having a good time and then somebody spews and you just suddenly you're sober and you're like, okay, here's back. Let's go. Let's get you some water.
Yeah.
Tom Cruise running.
Party
Absolutely.
mode.
That's the action.
I am doing full Mitch Buchanan, David Hasselhoff running along the beach running.
Okay.
Cool.
Eric will Off along behind, reloading.
Okay, you're reloading your gun. All right, so you head over to the cage and you can see these two children. One appears to be a small gnome child, so he is especially small. And then a young half-elf girl who's younger than the gnome, but slightly bigger than him. Yeah.
Is it Fingerless Tiny Tim?
No. Because he's
Aww.
yeah.
I wouldn't have done it if I hadn't realised that he wasn't missing.
This child is even smaller and even scrawnier than he.
Children, we're here to
Yes?
rescue you.
Oh my goodness, is she dead?
She is dead.
And they kind of come up to the bars and just press their little faces against it, all tear-stained cheeks and dirty.
No.
Thank you for saving us.
Skip's like, yes, you're welcome.
No,
You're all dirty,
that's
go
Hannah.
away.
Skip's like, we're here to help you.
Can you get us out?
Sure. Is it locked?
There's like a padlock, a rudimentary padlock.
Can I just
on
hit
the
it with
cage.
my axe?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. In fact, roll a d20 just to see.
16?
Yeah, it's fine. Just in case it was a 1, because that would have been.
Yeah.
Like, no, you live here now.
Sticking
Bye.
himself through the cage, killing
You try,
all the
you just create sparks along the poles, and no, it's fine. You break that lock and free the two tiny children.
Yay!
Woo!
We saved Christmas.
They kind
guys.
of come out, and then they're still quite scared because her body's still there, and they're very scared. So they kind of hold on to your leg a little.
Oh, can I
Are
scoop
you
them
going
up?
to save us? Yeah. you
But
can
like
pick
one
them
on each shoulder.
up. Okay. The little kid is like the tiny little gnome boy is like with his little tear stain, but he smiles and he says, "This is fun."
Oh.
Okay, so looking around the room, is there anyone else here, or all of her many sons here? No.
You can roll investigation for me. What's everyone else doing?
I'd like to investigate and see
Okay.
what creature had.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was actually better. 15.
Good. What was Skip's investigation?
14.
All right. Anyone else doing anything, or are you guys just chilling, basking in your glory?
I am picking up my leather straps.
Okay.
Basically, it's kind of bundling them.
Yeah. Okay.
I would like to go over to her and kind of look at her a little bit and be like, why was I getting that smell of?
Where did it come from?
Yeah, I kind of want to like
smelling strongly. There's like steam coming off of her now, and it definitely smells like pumpkin spice.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna stand there in awe of it and be like, what the hell's going? Yeah, like maybe really look a little bit. Does she taste like it too?
Yeah, she does. She does.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys don't really find anything here. There appears to be bones, mostly animal bones. Some are very old, some are more recent. But nothing else. It seems but a simple hovel.
Oh. Weird.
Bitch made us kill her and she didn't even have decency to give us something cool.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What are you gonna do?
Shall we get these kids home?
Yes.
I think they need some hot chocolate and sweets.
I think we all need some hot chocolate and sweets, Eric. Chocolate. Yes.
And then the kids are like, chocolate!
Not for you. I'm kidding. That was me coming through a little bit. Ember's too sweet. She's like, yes, all the chocolate and marshmallows. There's a little bit of sorrow coming in there.
So yeah, you guys make your way back to the town. It is still snowing, and as you guys get to the edge of the woods where it's sparser and you get more to the open sky, it is still snowing, those big fat snowflakes. And you take the two children who are both sitting up on Skip's shoulders. You make your way back to the town.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Yay!
We'll make sure that we put them... They're not orphans, are they? Or are they orphans?
One of them was from the orphanage.
Oh, god damn it.
And you're not sure which, because you didn't ask.
Oh. We need to make sure we take you home now, children.
I don't have a home.
Yeah. I don't have a home. Needless to say, when you get back to the town, the guard is there, and the woman who runs the orphanage is there waiting with bated breath. And she seems to look over and call towards the town square, and you see the other woman, who's the other mother, come running towards her. And they're both like, oh my goodness, Tallulah, Sneckle, you're home.
Tallulah?
And Sneckle.
Oh.
Tell me Sneckle's the orphan.
Yeah. Sneckle is a little orphan gnome boy.
Skip wants to adopt the orphan.
Mm-hmm.
But not enough to actually do it.
Yeah.
Sneckle.
Yeah, little Sneckle. So the mother and caretaker will take the children off you and give them a cuddle and wrap them up in a blanket to keep them warm. And they're both like tears of joy, like, oh, we're so happy. I thank you so much for returning these children. You've done such a good service to this town, and it truly is just an iced on miracle.
Oh, do we all still have our hats and beards on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Make sure he's covered in blood.
Yeah.
Great.
And like it's just like
Yeah.
I know.
Hobbling up to you comes old Yarrick, and he says, oh, you returned the children. And the woman from the orphanage is kind of like, oh, Yarrick, you've come to see them, have you? And she says, this is the elder of the town. And he kind of comes hobbling over. And he says, you've done such a wonderful service for our town here. I have some items here for you. And he kind of takes out this sack. And it's a beautiful sack. It's red with green swirly patterns and snowflakes emblazoned on it. And he hands it over to you guys. And he says, just as a thank you for returning our little children.
Oh,
Aww.
that's really cute.
What
What is it?
Yeah.
We're all thinking it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all
Like,
thinking it. We
you
don't
can
want to
wait
ruin the
that
moment,
polite-
but what's the loot?
Yeah, that polite time of like, do I? Okay, thank you for that. Okay. In you go. You go rummaging, and he just kind of like giggles, and he says, "Oh, let's all have hot chocolate, everyone." And he wanders off to get that organized with some of the stalls people. You guys open up the bundle. The first thing you find is a wrapped together in ribbon, a bundle of 8 candy canes, for stats reasons. So like out of character. These will give you the benefits of a regular healing potion if they are consumed.
Oh.
You also find 4 smaller bags, well, 3 smaller bags, sorry, and 1 cape as you pull it out. The cape, just going to read out the descriptions of all 4 things. You guys can decide who takes what. Because before you guys rest and head home, you'll have time to identify things, or at least Ember will. The cape is the fruitful cape, and I was meant to write down, there was a Twitter user who came up with this.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and I can't remember the name, so I'm really sorry. I'll find it. Thank you to them. The fruitful cape, once a day. It's like a simple brown cape with a little apple as its brooch, and if you take it off and fold it up into a basket, it fills itself with fresh fruit once a day. And that is going to last for the winter months. So once our game turns to spring, you're not going to be able to use it anymore, but while it's winter, you guys can have the fruitful cape.
That's cool.
There's then, in a little baggie, snowflake shurikens, because nobody got this last year. These are basically ninja stars that are shaped like snowflakes. It's got the range of 30 to 60, so like simple thrown weapons. It does a D4 piercing damage and D6 cold piercing. There's 10 of them, but they disperse once used. There is the Charmer's Mistletoe. So this is a sprig of mistletoe that seems sparkling with energy. There's 10 berries on them. When you eat one of the berries, you can instantly pass a persuasion check on someone. And then there's the Sugar Rush Gingerbread Men, of which there's 10 in a little baggie. When eaten, your speed will double for 10 minutes.
Nice.
That's cool.
Okay.
So those are the 4 Christmassy items that you guys can carry on into the main campaign. They all have expiry dates, if you will, so that it's just kind of while it's festive. But yeah. Yay!
Exciting.
Yay! That was good.
Yeah, so you guys are celebrated throughout the town. You're given free meals and board while you stay there because they're so happy with what you did. The kids are keen for you to play with them. And generally, your last handful of days here on the lead up to Ice Dawn itself are super festive and wonderful.
Oh.
I have one thing I'd like to do before we
Yes.
leave this place. I would like to arrange with the orphanage lady to, like, once every couple of months, donate some money specifically to Sneckle.
Okay.
So that he raises life well and and
You're
is
sponsoring
kept
a child.
I'm gonna sponsor him because I can't adopt him because of my lifestyle. So
Yeah. Okay. She's very thankful, and so is Sneckle. Sneckle gives you all of the cuddles. He's
when
very
you're
happy.
grown, Sneckle, you come adventure. It'll be fun.
I
Little
will.
tiny gnome child.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
He seems super happy. He probably cried when he was first told what was happening. But
Side note, Salam Shalom just donated 1,000 bits. That's super cute. Thank you so much.
oh,
What?
thank you so much. Hello. Oh,
Thank you.
it's a festive miracle.
Yay!
Yay.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank
That's
you.
great. Oh, what a nice way to end the stream. Yeah.
Oh.
Merry Ice Dawn, everyone.
Very
Yeah, that wraps up our Christmas special.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
I just
What
want
a
to
lovely
say, like, great job on the background for the stream. It looks awesome.
Yes, well done, Hannah.
Yeah,
Well
it
done.
does.
That looks fucking
it
great.
was-
Thank you.
It's-
I made it
Yeah.
as tasteful
beautiful.
as I possibly could.
I love it so much. When I saw it, I was like,
it was suitably cheesy for the cheesy Christmas special.
Yeah.
It's great, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
Cool.
And yeah, for those who weren't aware, I think Hannah kind of twigged. Because we're the Lore Maidens, a lot of that stems from the fact that I'm super into lore. So this year I decided to go more on the kind of Icelandic Scandinavian side of things with festive stories. So it's based on the Yule lads, of which there are now 13, but the number have changed throughout the decades. But they're kind of these little troll-like creatures that come and visit you and will leave things in your shoes.
I was sad that the Yule cat wasn't there. That's my favorite of the Scandinavian.
Yeah.
Because another time perhaps.
I know. Yeah.
I love it.
So you killed
love it so
Grilla,
much.
who's the big she's like the mother of the Yule lads, and she eats the naughty children. And it's said that if kids are good all the time, then she would starve and die. So.
Well, there we are.
Okay.
And most importantly of all, Sneckle is well provided for. Okay.
Sneckle is well
Worry
provided
not,
for.
guys.
Yeah, we'll kind of get that. You know when you get the credits of a movie and it tells you 10 years time.
Yeah.
Sneckle.
Sneckle died 6 months later.
No.
He had cancer of the bones. No, he
He died of his rickets.
Yeah, sorry. He died of
Too dark, guys, too dark.
we went full little Timmy on it. No, he was healthy and well, and yeah, I'm sure he'll be very well looked after. But yeah, so that is your festive adventure, guys.
What a lovely story. Thank you. That was really good.
That was
You're
good.
welcome.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Great.
And
great
thank you everyone
role-playing,
for
guys.
tuning in.
Yes.
Thanks,
Thanks, viewers, and well done again to Captain Nemo for winning the giveaway. Like I say, just message me and we'll sort those details out. Yay!
Yay.
And the only last thing to say is, when it comes, Merry Christmas, everyone, and
Happy holidays.
Merry
Bye.
Christmas.
See you in the future.
I know.
Yeah.
Exciting.
See you next year.